now the flex wing going back and forth with me, and now all of a sudden he's talking about this is what the fuck motherfuckers need to do. Like, come on, bro. Which one? Did you just have a change of heart, or are you just saying shit, JP? What's up?
It sounds like, when a person mad and they want to take their toy back. Like, you know what, I'm just saying
he clearly just switched up. I'm just saying he just
talking to women all together.
He did clearly switch up. Did anybody else hear that? Everybody
you don't like how we approach you, and we're not interested, and you continue on, and you can see that the person's not interested.
I ain't listen to the nigga.
No, I'm just saying he just switched up.
So when women be sitting up here bragging and stuff like that, of how we reject, and I said when you start listening to women, how they really feel, particularly about black men, because it seems like they always point out catcalling. Oh, I can't go nowhere without no black man, basically saying no black man whistling at me, woo out the bam. So if we that much of annoying, right? If we that much, because most of my women they threw that pussy on me. Flora threw that on me. But that's besides the point.
Lord jeez.
So if we that much annoying, I would say, black men, stop trying to go all out your way and try to please a bitch that's already taken from you. She been taken from the government. She don't
or taken by her man.
How long? The moment you give a black woman a black daughter, she's your daughter, but she's finna be brought up to be against you. My daughters are gonna be against me eventually, so they are programmed. No, I'm telling you the facts, and the niggas don't even want to face it because y'all keep trying to live in the 60s. No, y'all keep trying to live in the 60s, thinking that black women is on your program. You can tell how the way they carry themselves. Listen, man. They don't try to.
He just said you should reject them, and the next minute he justified her throwing it at him. No, man, this is hypocrisy, bro.
Up, man. I'm tired of this.
Bro, you contradicting yourself, bro.
Man, shut your bitch ass up, man. Gay ass nigga.
You just saying shit, bro. Contradictory as fuck.
Basically, these women is not trying to be on no black man's program. You can tell how the way. They not trying to. They image how the way they present their image is not of a black woman. It's not of the black man. They present their image of another race. They try to make themselves look biracial. Age mixed with Asian, mixed with white. So they not trying to be you. That's why they wearing the white girl makeup, white girl hair, and all this other shit. They're not trying to be you. So what I would suggest.
Well, I don't know why we keep bringing up the makeup and the stuff. This all existed. People,
I'm only trying to get babies out of
making the white people seem like it's so more superior, and we need to get everything from them when they get everything from us.
That's what a black woman did. What black women do view the white race as more superior. Y'all do. Y'all told us to follow the white man.
We told y'all to follow the white man.
Y'all taught us, yeah. I learned about government from mama. I didn't learn about the government assistance from daddy. Y'all taught us to get on our knees.
You need to step off from you. That's your and how you.
I hate when these black women come up here and play dumb like they not the biggest advocate. Those housing projects. Would you shut your old dumb ass up because you ain't telling the truth?
No, well, you shut your stupid ass up. I don't want to
hear those housing lists.
It's bullshit.
Most of those housing Section 8 lists is filled packed 5 years long with black women on that list. Those lists. So you and that been there for since it came out. So you just quit all that stupid ass line.
Do you have the list?
What list?
The list to get on Section 8 rent assistance. I can't even get a house.
You get on that list? What are you talking about?
I'm not on no Section 8 list.
I've been on the Section 8 list.
Y'all niggas entertaining this nigga is actually hilarious. Y'all gotta stop.
I've been on the Section 8 list for about 5 years because it's too many. I've been on the Section 8 list for 5 years because too many black women on the list is hogging the list.
Oh Lord.
And they've been hogging the list since the 80s.
Like this, like yeah, y'all acting like this nigga was about to pull out a whole list. Like he was actually about to pull out a source. Like come on. Like let's not even ask questions that's gonna make this.
All you got to do is drive around the inner city of in your city right now. I guarantee you that all them housing projects is filled with bitches living up in there. Facts.
Probably
I
because
could put $100.
All right, well, go to West Virginia and Appalachia and go to Utah.
He's saying that black women are. But you saying they hogging up the list, but you one of the motherfuckers on the list, bro.
Yeah,
you
and I'm 5 years. And I'm 5 years away because these bitches up there clogging 5 years away.
Yeah, so you a black bitch.
Oh yeah, and it's some 6 years.
Get a house.
I got on this in 2020, and it's 2025, and I'm still years away from getting accepted.
Yeah, perseverance wins. Don't worry about it. Keep going.
I won't be able to get a house until I'm 50.
Yeah, I mean, well, or hey, you might, or you can just like go out and get one in the meantime. Isn't that an option?
Perseverance.
Jeezy needs to drop a
You
motivation.
you just go. I don't know. Maybe get a job. I don't know. Get a business that makes money, and then go get your own fucking house. Is that an option?
Yeah, bro, like this whole little stick you got going on where you just like victimizing yourself and trying to blame women, bro. You got to do better for yourself, man. You a grown ass man, bro. I don't know why the hell we even entertaining this stupid shit, bro. You sit up here talking about how women is doing this and women is doing that. Brother, what are you doing for your damn self? Now, one time have you listed one thing that's actually going to make yourself better or going to make any of this situation better for yourself? I just don't see what's the point of this, bro. I'm just being honest.
Well, I want to live like the women. I want to get the government assistance. I want that section.
This nigga said he wants to live like the women.
You want to eat the bitch, you gotta be the bitch, bro.
I'm about to say, yeah, bro, you might as well just go ahead and bend over. Just go bend over somewhere. I'm pretty sure somebody.
Wait, whoa, partner, whoa. Pause, man.
What the hell?
I don't give a damn what you talking about. I want my Section 8.
Nah, for real. I do respect the honesty though. Appreciate it too.
I don't think it's honesty. I really think it's a mental.
He's honest. He's
a mental disability. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think we're dealing with something we don't understand.
Call it what you want to call it. You not no fucking doctor to be no psychiatrist to be.
I don't think you ain't got to be a doctor to diagnose your retarded ass, brother. I ain't gonna lie to you. You can just have a conversation with me. You understand what's your problem. You don't need no degree, brother.
Yeah, I feel like he didn't diagnose it. He just said there's something there.
There's something there. There's something.
Just because you consent with being a white man's bitch and work up and being his hole to and work up under his foot, he getting paid billions. You getting paid peanuts.
The white man voucher and your EBT.
No. The white man made you work and feel. You basically the white man got you up here shaking ass for $10 on a peanut.
My manager is black. What are you talking about?
The corporation is who?
I don't know.
Right, you'll never know the actual CEO, motherfucker, because they wait in England some motherfucking where.
So you know the CEOs,
fucking grasshoppers. While your black ass here in America slaving for $12.
Who was the final? Who was the final individual? Who was the final signature on your housing voucher?
Like the same final signature to sign your stupid ass check. They both white, dummy.
You making shit up, bro? So the hell.
You a fucking idiot.
A white man is responsible for the roof over your head, bro.
And he's responsible for the roof over your head. He the one to sign your lease. He the one to pay you your check. So he responsible for both of us. Dumb. You just decided to work.
How are you gonna use that as a flex, bro?
You decided to be his hoe and work in the field. I decided to just lay on my back. We both getting cold.
Lay on your back.
You literally were in the field. He literally put you in the field, brother. What are you
talking about? He was on his back.
You were the closest thing to a slave than any of us on this panel right now. I don't see. This is not a flex. Like that's what I'm saying. This is a mental disability.
You working is no different from being a field nigga picking cotton. Stupid.
Me working is different from you going to prison. You going to prison is closer to slavery than me going to work. This is the stupid conversation.
I'm going to prison means I'm one of the rebellions. I'm one of the
They made your dumb ass behave.
I'm one of the uprising
all you
niggas.
want to.
And you one of the niggas that worked and did what the fuck you was told to do. So shut the fuck up. You obey that white man, obey me.
Whatever makes you feel better for being a felon. I mean, I honestly, I really don't care. You can call me a bitch all you want to. You was a felon.
I'm pretty sure, bro.
You had like you obey that white man.
Bro, you had to do a lot of shit you was told to do to get approved for them damn vouchers and shit, bro. You had to
your last name. What's your last name? Is white.
That shit.
You know you did something. You know you did something strange for a ramen noodle packet, boy. Stop playing, brother.
Oh, damn.
Right. So your last name is a black man with last name white. I can see why you talk the way you talk. You name
and they put Kool-Aid on your lips for a ramen noodle packet, buddy. I don't care.
They whole rage.
They put a wet mop on your head. They put a wet mop on your head and Kool-Aid on your lips, brother. I don't. You can't talk about.
Oh my God! You got the white man last name, white. And then you think I hate when you niggas get a job. You niggas start thinking you more than what you is. You ain't nothing but a hoe.
I'm definitely more than you because you let the white man take care of you through the white man's government. It's okay, brother. He
taking care of you too, Doc.
Okay, but there's levels. You're literally being taken care of.
But you getting taken care of by the white man though.
No, not at all. I'm literally.
What color is your landlord?
Oh, it's the difference between getting an opportunity and getting.
What color is your landlord?
I pay my landlord. Come on, bro. I pay my landlord. Bitch ass nigga, you don't pay nobody.
What color is he?
He gets that shit for like $70 a month. What'd you pay? Like 70,
exactly.
What color is he though?
You're retarded.
So you bragging? So you bragging because you paying this nigga weight? You bragging because you want to work extra hard to please this white dick, right? You bragging because you want to pay this white man a whole bunch of money
because you rather live on Section 8 and welfare and think that's you. I guess going against the white man. Are you retarded? That's not you going against the white man.
I'm milking my respirations. That's what I'm doing. The getaway.
You're milking our tax money, goofy ass boy. You're not milking.
Right? Exactly.
What you're doing is you're milking your able-bodied years right now, bro. There's
hold on, we both in the box, right?
There's a lot of shit that you can be learning. Yeah, my bad, bro.
So I'm gonna have a bunch of more kids, right? And your tax dollar gonna pay for me. You ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing about it, but pay.
Hey, it's all right. We can literally take this. You have to go get
into your people and get you off of that.
How do it feel to pay? I got $975 in food stamps yesterday. How do it feel that you do part of that?
To you.
Hey, enjoy it while it lasts,
and you
it's
can
gonna
get
be
kicked off.
pretty much
like.
You niggas got a slave, and I'm making more money on the government than you niggas doing and working. That means
Vatu, you gotta let the people in the box talk unless you want to get in the box.
Yeah, because nobody's gonna take a man serious who got to put in an application every 6 months so he can get his benefits. Like, I mean, honestly, you are sick, brother. you are mentally sick.
Who get it?
You got to put in an application.
Who do you know? How you know every 6 months? So that means you used to be on it, right?
I know the system. Because I know the system.
You know because you was on it too. You just hide in the closet. You in the closet.
Look at you. Now you mad. Every 6 months. When's your 6 months over with? Is it almost up?
I just renew my shit.
Hey, if he was on it and now he's not, isn't that the purpose of it? To not have to be on?
It's to help you.
Yeah.
All I'm just saying is I love Uncle Sam. And fuck you niggas that you want to go slave. You think you doing something good because you going up there punching a slave.
You just
nigga, fuck you. I'm gonna always be proud of getting my government assistance. I'm gonna get the EBT logo tatted on that week.
I'm gonna tattoo that bitch on
it. Hey, how much you get on your food stamp card? How much you get on it?
More than
$975.
God fucking damn, bro. This ain't get a rat.
So are you a single father? Are you paid? Are you have your kids? Or
that's
how do you
love right there, boy.
Blanco, bro.
Hey, how much you selling them for?
I don't know.
I'm not selling my stamp.
I don't know if I do Negro.
That's a federal offense. That's a federal offense. Don't do that.
I might lay off the word idiot. He's smart enough to keep that shit, bro. Like, keep that
I don't
shit.
know about you Negroes. I don't care how much money I got in my pockets.
I'm buying food
I'll
stamps.
buy food stamps all day
I ain't
long.
gonna hold y'all either, and I don't want to say it's something fucked up, right? But if I could have get on that shit while I was making some paper on the side, nigga, fuck yeah, I don't give a
Serio,
fuck who
cash
judge
money.
me. I'll take that. I'll do that shit, bro.
And I'm still able to make $5,200 a month while I receive those benefits. You silly you crazy them fits with double D titties. You don't think I'm gonna take
No, Jay. So what are you? An
Get your
ex-military? Are you
services,
on
man. Get your
disability?
services.
Something like that?
Hey, how
No,
you
I'm
think
never
that
been
food
on
truck's
this,
gonna run?
but I ain't
Who's
on
gonna
no
pay for that?
disability.
Who you think is
Are
gonna
you
pay
a
for
veteran?
No.
You will.
He's a hood
in
veteran.
my state,
He's a hood veteran.
in my state, if you got a family of 4, you can still make up to $5,200 a month, and we still receive all your benefits. Fuck you, nigga.
damn.
All right, hold on.
My
Honestly, but
grocery
they just passed a law that now, like, if you have a 7-year-old, that you have to get off of food stamps. But if you're with the man, they're trying to reverse the whole, like, you gotta be.
I know that's what y'all been praying for. Y'all just mad because my grocery cart I need 2 grocery carts while y'all got
It's
look.
3 ways.
It's a
3 bags.
AP, let me ask you this. You just said this.
Bro, in California, dog, if you make 100,000, now you're able to get housing. That's how expensive it is here. You get
It's a
low income
public
housing.
petition. It's
No,
not.
look.
That doesn't mean it's going to pass.
Y'all
man.
got to go to the grocery store with a small ass list. I go to the grocery store to just put anything in the cart.
Bro, I be
I can
making
just put anything and
dog, at
still
the
be
grocery store, dog,
confident.
with the 2 shopping carts.
Text your name, full stamps, and the
Yeah, that's
government
because you
assistance
too
programs ain't
broken
going
out a man
nowhere.
enough to actually go work for your damn self. I wouldn't
Well,
again.
honestly,
bragging
let me tell you
some
something, Jay
The object of the game is to work smarter, not harder. The object of
the
life is
object
to
of the
work
game is
smarter
to
and not
depend on
harder.
yourself and not depend on white people like you keep on trying to make it seem like we do.
I am
That's the
still
object of the
depending on
game.
myself. I'm still working and receiving the benefits. Now
No,
what,
you're
bitch?
dependent on
No,
white
here's the
people,
question
brother.
though, because you know that with those same
2 for
benefits,
1.
that the government will actually give you money to open up your own farm. You know that because if you receive SNAP
Man, his
Because
fat ass ain't open up
that's
no
their way of
damn
tricking
farm.
us
Stop
out
it.
the government. That's their way of tricking me out from receiving my benefits. Fuck
This
that
big
fine.
back lazy nigga is not about to open up no damn farm doing. Come on, brother.
You
That
damn
is a
right.
horrible suggestion. This is
Because
a
guess
horrible
what?
suggestion.
Because
Bro,
guess
we're gonna
what?
be mad when we see JP with his little truck.
I
He's
have
barely
a
receiving
extreme
any
amount of
benefits.
confidence when I go to Pick and Save and Kroger's and Walmart grocery stores. Unlike y'all be so insecure looking at that damn grocery list, and you see me over there with 3 cars full of shit. Y'all go leave the grocery store with 3 bags.
Yeah.
do you have your
and a half gallon.
only one eating?
Oh no.
Nigga,
You understand the mentality right here that whoever was talking to him was trying to state. This dude just tried to use walking into a motherfucking supermarket with a loaded EBT card as confidence. Like he just used that shit as the confidence of walking
It
into
is confidence.
a supermarket. With kind of like
It
that,
feels
use that
good when I go in that motherfucker. I fill up
will
3
use
carts and that's only
I will use
$300.
it
I still got
confidence too.
700 left.
No.
You can fill up 3 carts. At your own
And
farm,
guess
you can
what?
fill up 3 carts of your own stuff,
carts.
and it won't be all
wait a
jacked
minute.
up and filled with all kind of steroids.
Bro, I get it, bro. If you get $1,000 in food stamps a month, you
Wait. This
qualify.
this
So it's your
guess
money,
what else?
bro. Your money.
And
You
guess what
deserve
else?
it. You earned
Hold
it.
on.
Whatever.
Hold on. And guess what else? I don't got to pay taxes, so I save another $50 to $75.
Word.
You niggas need to shut up. The object of life is to work smart, not hard.
We do not, nigga. We do not care, nigga. We do not care.
I do care because y'all got to pay for it.
I want them to sell me.
You do care because y'all paying for it.
Do not care. We don't care.
Yo, I don't know who's more
You do care because y'all paying for it.
This shit is ridiculous. This nigga wake up happy being a stereotype. Like this shit is stupid, bro.
Them fools go at it for
Y'all do care because y'all the one paying for my lifestyle.
No,
Thank
bro,
you.
it's all great. You gotta be honest with you, bro.
No
The
one
more I listen,
the lifestyle.
No one is up here worried about whatever.
At least you keep
I'm
it
not
100.
living off
JP.
whatever.
the more I listen to him, the less I do.
For my life.
You would be like, man, this is a fucked up. It's just a fucked up message to send out Bro, ain't nobody following.
I'm not living off the government. I'm living off you niggas. The government not giving me shit. He's taking out your pocket.
Very few able-bodied, grown-ass niggas will even qualify.
Hold on, let me say this.
This nigga qualifies for. Like,
I
that's how
can't be screaming at
behind
the job, man. I can't be screaming at the job. Let me say this right quick.
for all this.
Let him cook.
Let me say this right quick. I don't want to be screaming at the job. So I think I ain't never lived off the government. What the government do is he bitch you niggas. He take the money out of your pockets and give me my food, share my benefits. So the government ain't giving me shit. You niggas is, and you niggas ain't gonna do. And you niggas gonna shut the fuck up, and y'all gonna pay for my food stamp next month.
Damn.
And the money after that, so you can shut the fuck up. If you got a problem with it, go talk to Uncle Sam. Don't come to me, bitch.
So is the whole.
And guess what? I'm gonna have some more. And once these kids get older, I'm gonna have another set of 3 kids.
Where's
This is where it is.
Y'all won't pay.
How the hell are you in position to complain about a bunch of women that ain't doing shit, claiming to be victims and getting all of this protection when you're doing this shit?
I love this protection. This is the best protection that any one of you niggas could ever give me. Fuck you, old broke ass, busted ass, unprotectable ass nigga.
Yo, you violating y'all niggas, man. Yo, this is a clean sweep, bro. That's it.
Why you keep
acting with his I get it, Blanco. He's standing on it, but it still don't make no sense, bro. I'm like, bro, it's
Jackie arguing with the man.
It don't make no sense because you can't get none,
bro.
It don't make no sense because you can't get none.
Hey man, just send me a little 200 my way, man. I give you 100 cash. I got 100 cash for you, bro.
I'm just saying these niggas up here mad.
People, man. I don't give a fuck what your niggas talking about.
And guess what? My healthcare benefits. Let me say this one thing. It is a flex because my healthcare benefits, I get all that free. I get if I need a doctor's appointment, I get a free ride there and free ride back. I don't gotta waste no gas. I get $3,000 in daycare expenses for all my kids for me to go to work. They gave me. I got free options to take any licensed skill type of class or associate's degree for free scholarship. It's free, nigga, to go to school.
So you're taking care of your children. You're taking care. Hold on, you're taking care of your children.
Yeah, I'm taking care of all my children. And guess what else? Hold on. Let me finish. Right. And when I get my taxes, nigga, I make you niggas look poor.
Oh, shit!
I mean, you niggas look poor.
So why are you complaining? Why are you complaining about the black woman when you are a black woman, brother? You live your life as a black woman.
This is not this. No,
mama, brother.
No, these are respirations. These are respirations to get away. Hey, this what y'all niggas been crying about? You want your respiration? Well, y'all milking my shit while y'all sitting up there waiting to get a check. Hold on. Y'all niggas sitting up there waiting for the white man to give y'all a respiration check while I'm milking my shit out of them. By the time y'all get that check, I've been rich off that respiration to get away. So yes, I get to sit down if I want to. If I quit, I get fired right now because I'm like, I'm going right back to the government. Rent gonna be $25.
So it sounds like to me you saying that these men should start actually taking care of their children, so the government could take care of them. Is that what you're saying?
Facts.
Damn.
One hand washing the other. I watch my kids'
the
hands.
men start being fathers and take care of the children and let women and get all your kids that you'll get the same.
Nobody gets so about that, man.
So it's not an unfair system, but basically because a man can come in and take care of his children and get benefits just like a woman.
Get your so what is it, social assistant government bullshit, whatever. The question that I got, which bitch you trying to put in the next 3 kids, man? What are the candidates?
One of these YouTube bitches. I might go to the government office to meet my bitches. I go to the government office, strip club, that be busy.
Which hole you got in mind? Give me 2 names. Which holes?
The fact you think that this shit is funny is actually kind of ridiculous, and I'm
Right,
kind of getting pissed off, bro. Like,
Yeah,
ain't nobody trying to hear what bitch he's trying
I'm
to
thinking
fuck.
about dirty booty.
Nobody
I'm
thinks
thinking
this
about
shit is
dirty
funny.
booty.
This nigga is a degenerate, and he has a damn statistic, and you over here trying to approve that shit. Like, what are we talking about?
Right,
Niggas
Poppy
is
Blanco
chill.
is
Go
okay
tell
with
the
like
damn
We'll be
real
honest.
statistics.
I don't know
Why
if
do
it's
you?
a statistic. This might be a kind of one off, bro. This for real. This ain't normal, bro.
This
This ain't
is
common.
I'm gonna tell you what's not normal.
I just want a man to
Motherfuckers
be
be coming
shameful.
up
I
going
just
to
want a nigga
fucking
to
work.
be
That
shameful.
ain't no damn normal.
For
That's
real.
Going to work. I work all fucking week. I give them 40 hours. At one point, I was giving motherfuckers 160 hours. I'm missing time with my goddamn family, and this nigga
Right.
with his family all the time, and get free shit from the taxes of our hard fucking work. And you goddamn proud because you go to fucking work and do what somebody motherfucking tell you to goddamn do
Yes, I am.
all
Yes,
the
as a
fucking
grown
time.
ass man,
That shit
yes, I am.
bullshit, man. And you know
You
it's
sound like
bullshit.
you sound like a crybaby. Like you sound.
That nigga
That's
Man,
starting
shut
to
the
burn
fuck
out.
up.
Like,
Shut the
So
fuck
it's
up,
not
man.
that men
just
should start
crying.
taking care of the kids. I think that would be great when men start to like take care of the.
Fuck wrong with y'all, man?
Oh,
Hey,
I worked 18 years. I worked over 25 years on a goddamn job. That shit ain't benefit nothing.
Man,
It ain't benefit nothing.
man. I ain't going to work, man. I don't want to go to work,
But
Boss, I'm
some
tired, man.
some kids might end
I
up with
love the fact that by me being on government assistance, I can still be around my kids every day while we building a business together for me and my
Good for
kids.
you. You're no benefit for your kids. When they actually need something, they gotta ask you when is the government check coming. You're no benefit.
Damn.
Who cares? Who
No,
So
cares?
hold on,
Man,
do you
you
actually have
gotta
a
ask
regular job with a
you
social
gotta
security?
ask when your
What's
damn
happening?
check come, right?
So, but hold on,
Your
do
check
you
come
have?
too, right?
No,
Right.
you don't
Yours
when
come
they
every
be on Section
Tuesday.
8 when they
But
grow
you're
up.
saving money. Are you saving
Bi-weekly
money?
or weekly, nigga?
Are you saving money? If you're not, then yes, you have to do it by check. But if you're saving money, hopefully you
All
wouldn't have
right
to do
then.
that.
So what is you talking about? He
Nigga, what
waiting
are
on the
you
check, you
talking
waiting
about?
on the check. He waiting on the check, you waiting on the check.
well,
Only difference
Bro,
is you fucking working for it and he's not.
He actually working too, though. So
I ain't worried, bro.
He's a YouTuber. What you talking
I
about?
mean, he's a
Anybody
parent.
that
If he working,
qualified
he's
for
a
it,
parent.
he's at work right now.
hey,
he's a
anybody that
YouTuber.
qualified for it, I ain't mad at them for taking it, man. It's whatever, bro. If you qualify for it, I guess you entitled to it. It's just, bro, don't try to flex on hardworking niggas that actually take care of their fucking business. And taking care of your kids ain't a flex. Most niggas with any fucking sense or whatever or moral
You
compass
see what
are their
you
kids.
see what Auntie just said? Even taking care of your even going and doing the supposed right thing, you ain't gonna get no fucking credit. So what the
You're
fuck
Hey,
you
hey, so
supposed
doing
to
it
do
for?
JP,
that
so you're
because you're
saying if you didn't
supposed
get
to do
benefits,
that.
you wouldn't take care of your
You're
kids?
supposed to work smarter, no harder.
You supposed to work
Right.
smarter, nigga.
The
That's what it's
hardest
supposed to
workers
be.
get the less paper. The
Harder
hardest
person get the
workers.
less fucking pay.
Right.
The,
We're
the
supposed
I
to give
fact
you.
know.
that the
Supposed
fact
to give
y'all
you a
niggas
cookie
argue
every
with
time
Jay
that you tie
Prince
your
for
shoes
two
on.
Always
hours.
been
What are
like
we
that,
talking
though,
about?
kids.
Y'all niggas sit
Always
down
been
and
like that.
argue with Jay Prince for 2 hours, y'all gonna change his mind. Okay.
You're not gonna change that man,
Look at
man.
this.
I don't
I'm
want to. I
not
don't
saying
care
that is
about
right.
changing his
He-
mind.
I'm
I
not
just
he-
saying
want to
that
say
is
that
right.
he's
I just
wrong.
say that
I
is
don't
more.
care.
It's smarter
Well,
in his defense.
that
You know what I mean?
matters.
Who cares about changing his mind? That's what I'm saying. Y'all over here caping for this nigga. Nobody cares
Nobody's
about his
caping for
opinion.
nobody.
I just okay,
Nobody's
whatever,
Ain't
brother.
caping
You can
nobody
for
say
capable
whatever
of
nobody.
you
nobody.
okay.
You the
I get
one
it.
trying to
Y'all heard.
argue with
Y'all
him,
heard.
buddy.
Y'all
Watch
heard.
what is
Y'all
your
heard.
L,
I
buddy.
get it. You
I
heard.
think I'm
But
not y'all
you can say
problem.
that afterwards.
Let me.
You can
Can I
say
say
that,
this right
bro.
quick?
Okay, you can say it
Can I
after
say
I'm
this right quick,
done.
Mr.
You can say
White?
it after I'm
Let,
done,
let him
Mister.
go on. Let him go, JP, and you got it right
Thank you.
after. Let me put you in the
Thank you.
box.
At the end of the day, nobody gives a damn about changing this man's mind. Nobody cares about his opinion. Nobody cares about what he thinks, and nobody cares about his two little fans with
You
their pom
actually
poms over
care
I
here
ain't gonna
because
lie
trying to
to
sit
I
there,
ain't gonna lie to
bro.
you, Keon. I care about
Damn,
his
bro.
opinions a little bit. You know
Damn,
what I'm
bro.
saying?
Okay,
no,
I
but he
just want to
argued with
finish
him
what
for
I'm
A
2
saying.
tad
hours.
I
bit.
just
So
want to
he
finish
You
what
cares.
I'm
think
saying.
different from me, so I want to hear. I like hearing different people's perspective. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
That's what's
The
up. I
crazy
get
part,
you.
he
I
Nobody
get
cares
care
you.
about
that
his
Most
you
opinion
people,
because he
love
argued
going to
with him
work,
for 2
nigga.
hours.
Nobody care about
so
that.
nobody can feel offended. Most people don't care about JP's opinion. I'm sorry.
There you
Let me
go. There
say
you go.
most people, so then we can have you guys included.
If he goes
Most people don't
live,
care
a
about
lot
JP's opinion. Most people don't care about check. Oh my fucking god, bro!
Wait,
This
let
is
the
just 5
person in the
seconds.
box talk. Go ahead, finish.
Thank you. Just 5 seconds.
So
Most people don't care about JP's opinions. Most people don't care about changing JP's mind. This man is just a man on YouTube who just does silly things so he can get people like you to view him. That's it. That's all. At the end of the day, he's having a conversation, telling us stuff that we disagree with, and we're disagreeing with him. It's just that simple. Y'all trying to make it seem like we just care so much about this nigga is just ridiculous, and that's caping.
So here's my issue with you, though. Here's my issue with you go weak ass niggas, right? If the government is digging in y'all pockets to fund my lifestyle, instead of coming to me, go to the government and cry. Don't come crying to me, bitch. I can't do nothing for you. Go to the government.
You're gonna be crying when they make you go and work 30 hours.
Wait. Go to the government who making you work 160 hours a week, every 2 weeks, paying you every 2 weeks, and then at the end of the year, me being on government still get more stuff paid for me than you doing working all of those. You doing working all of those hours, and I'm benefiting off your slave work, off your slave labor. Don't come crying to me. Cry to the government.
It's crazy.
I don't know what this big beautiful bill fix.
Stop being a pussy. Go after the little bitch. Go to the government and cry about it.
7 years old, it's over with, so it doesn't even.
Go to the government and cry. Don't come to me.
JP, I'm gonna point out a little bit more, right? Because I get where you're coming from, because you kind of stayed on that. But bro, we see your streams. You're trying to get your food truck off the ground. You obviously want to build a successful business. So at some point, you ain't trying to qualify for that.
I'm going over 5,200. I'm building that business. I'm building that business just in case Trump cut me off.
But
just in case Trump cut me off, I'm not going over 5,200.
My nigga.
Really? So you gonna build the business? Wow. No.
Yeah, I think this nigga is I think this nigga is an idiot. Y'all niggas
That is stupid. Though. You can't tell me he's not an idiot. He's saying he's gonna stunt the growth of his own fucking business just so he can stay on government fucking assistance.
Bro,
I'm gonna tell you another motherfucker who did that shit, bro. Old Dirty Bastard. If you remember Old Dirty Bastard, he was literally getting rap checks, and he said, look, he rode to the food stamp office in a limousine, bro. With the fur coat on and got his food stamps.
Then he went to jail for a food stamp fraud right after that. So stop.
Hey, well, that's all right. That's all right.
Yes, I don't even see how you can sit up here and not have a problem. You just said you work 160 hours, and this nigga is saying he's getting free money.
Because I want to know how you. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. If I'm gonna be honest with you, Keon, it's not this. This is because I have to. This is because I have to. If I qualified, if I had a broke leg or some kind of disability shit, I would do that same motherfucking shit.
Yes, sir.
I do it.
Yes, sir.
Well, no, you don't. According to him, you don't have to be on disability. All you gotta do is just take all your kids.
Free money's free money, though.
What I'm trying to understand, why you care so much?
Just think about this, though, right? Just think about you slave labor.
Why you care so much?
Here come the cheerleader with his pom-poms. Why you care so much?
Just think about you slave laborers, right? Just think about you slave laborers. Let's say y'all working, y'all make 100,000 a year. Y'all make 100,000 a year. They're gonna take out at least 30,000 or at least 20,000. Some of that money gotta go in my pocket for me to get taken care of. No matter how you like it or not, you're gonna pay for my lifestyle. But so you leave, you work all them hours at the end of the year, you're gonna bring home about 70,000, 80,000. Then let's say you got daycare, you got kids, you're gonna have to take daycare out your pocket. Daycare expenses. You don't get the benefits like we get. So you're gonna have to spend 3,000 out your pocket a month, right? That's that. If you live in New York, Florida, California, rent gonna run you about 3,500. You got
just said you moving like old dirty bastard, bro.
Man, let somebody
dirty bastard, bro. That's how you moving.
Wait a minute. Let me just say this thingy, right? Yeah, some of y'all are talking about how it should be. right? And y'all talking with y'all morals, right?
That's right.
But this
Fuck
nigga
Bro, they
is
give us
you.
talking
universal
about
pay.
finesse. This nigga is talking about, man, look, man. Y'all niggas is tripping. I agree with what Giz said. Giz doing it because he have to, but if he qualified, he would have do like if I could have get it, I would have get the stamps and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hell, I
Like,
qualified.
I
I'm
don't know what
doing
y'all.
it. I don't
Look,
qualify.
So this
I
we
tell you
so
what,
we
look,
gotta
allegedly, I used to
The
find
reason why
motherfuckers
you
who was on the shit, and I used to buy it. I used
But
to buy the stamps.
Same,
But
my
same.
crazy
point
part
is,
is the
yo,
crazy
there's
part
a
is
reason
big
why
business.
y'all niggas don't
Yo,
qualify because even the government knows that you are more than capable of going out there and getting more than that on your fucking own.
the
They
crazy
know
part
that.
is,
He
bro.
qualifies because the government knows he ain't capable.
Okay.
That's
The
it.
Well,
crazy,
no,
Well,
no,
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 the
hold on.
no.
crazy
Hold
part,
on, hold on.
It
the
sounds
crazy
like
part
he
is we
qualified
Let's keep
got
it
the
because he
real.
same.
has his
Hold on,
He
children.
we
knows he
got.
ain't capable of doing
Well,
shit.
let me put
That's
this in.
why
Let
he's
me
on
put
that. The
this in the
government knows it
oatmeal
too.
pot.
That's why they gave him that shit.
Okay, Auntie, let me
But
put
the
this in
crazy,
the oatmeal
hold on,
pot,
hold on,
right?
hold on,
Hold
hold on,
on, hold
Jefferson,
on,
hold
So
hold
on.
you,
on.
they
The
even
Are
crazy,
you?
got Brett
bro. The
Favre,
crazy
a
part is y'all
professional
got
quarterback
small
of
for
the
this
Green Bay
nigga, right?
Packers
Jefferson,
fraud.
hold on, bro.
They,
Jefferson, hold on. Y'all got small for this nigga, right? But guess who do the same exact thing? Businesses. Businesses always get
They
bailed
do it
out.
all
Palm
day.
Perry. You
They
know
But
about
lose.
Palm
y'all
Perry.
worry about this nigga getting goddamn $900. Yo, why y'all worry so much about this nigga? Like y'all got some say so on the matter.
Brother,
Y'all ain't
just
got no
get his
motherfucking
number
say
later,
so,
bro.
nigga.
He probably call you, bro. Like,
Y'all,
goddamn,
y'all
bro.
ain't
Put your
got no
mouth on
say
him.
so in the matter. Y'all still gotta pay taxes, nigga. It's not like that you determine where your money going. That's not how that goes, nigga.
We
So
all
y'all
know
just
government
y'all
get
just okay.
get
This nigga
government
is just
funds.
taking y'all money. Y'all
I
just
don't care.
okay with
I
that?
It's
don't give
not
a
my
fuck.
You're okay
fucking
with that?
money,
I don't
man.
give a fuck. I
You're
don't give
you're
a
and
fuck.
then
okay
they
that your
trying to
tax
bully
I
money
him.
is just
actually
going
don't
to
have a
this
problem
nigga.
with what JP is saying. You know, I think that the fact that he has
I
his
don't care
children,
who's
that's a
on
big
that system
thing.
because I still gotta
Well,
put food
hold
on
on.
the table,
No,
bro.
the fact
I
that
don't
he
care.
has his children says a lot. The fact that he's taking care of his kids and he has
Bro,
all his
he only
children
has
and
his
they're in
children
his
because he
house
has the
and he's
benefits.
I'm
using
I'm
the
working
money
about
to
my
If
take
I
care of
own
his
money.
children.
if I was on what he was on, if I would have to care about what he doing, I have to care about what everybody doing that's on the system. And I don't.
For
I
real.
need y'all to be on the system. You get too much, let me get some. Let me
Well, I
have
got
some,
hope
please.
that I'm gonna be a millionaire. I got hope that hopefully I'm a be something more
Well,
successful
Look,
than
you know
I
what?
got hope
being
too,
the
bro.
person
I
that say,
got hope
"Wait a
too.
Just
minute."
make
Oh,
y'all something
yeah, it
dirty,
sounds like
right?
you don't. So let me
Hold on,
finish.
Mr. White.
For
Mr.
some reason,
White.
I know, brother. Let me fit. Okay, I get it, brother. Listen,
No,
I
no.
have hope that
Well,
I'm
that's
gonna
what
be.
makes you a
I
bully,
have
though.
hope
I don't
that
mind the
I'm
government
Jesus
This
assistance like
nigga
Christ,
got
bro.
hope.
Jesus Christ,
Bro's
Nigga
gonna
bro.
go
got
zero
hope,
and
but
still get the
he
benefits of
out
all
there
the
Jesus
when
Christ.
government.
somebody coming up, he don't see it
Because
as a come
I
up. He
don't hear
see
it
it
now.
just as a handout.
I don't hear
Handout
it
is
now.
the
I know
same
you know.
thing.
Keon, do you not believe
Let me
that JP is in need of assistance? Because I
okay,
do.
I don't hear it now. One of
I
you niggas
believe that I just
crying.
want to finish what I gotta say.
Look,
So what I was trying to
real
say,
quick.
no,
Oh,
what
go
I
ahead.
was
Go ahead.
trying to say here was that I have hope that I'm going to be better than just making
Hope. Real
$5,200
men don't
a
live off
month.
hope.
I
You
have
know
hope
different from me,
that
then.
real men
Real
do
men don't
live
live
off of
off the
hope.
government
Real
neither.
men do
Go
live
ahead.
off of hope. What are you talking about?
Don't men don't
Yo,
live
hey,
off hope.
give
You in the
JP more
Anyway,
same boat
support
I
as
so
me.
have
that they
hope that
won't give
I'm
him
gonna be
benefits.
better than just living off of $5,200 a month. I have hope that hopefully that I'll become something a little bit better than just EBT accepting with my 4 kids. I have hope for that. If you don't, then I see why. If you don't have that belief in yourself, then I see why you would take a government assistance. But I
I'm
don't. I don't
40
look at
years
myself
old. I
that
don't
way.
got
Let
that
me
much
play
time on
devil's
me.
advocate. Let me
I don't
throw
know.
something in it. I got you, JP. Let me throw something in it. Some people might not be able to afford to just live on the hope because that's low key like a gamble too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Right.
I'm not.
And I know
I'm
What
not
about
going
Donald
against people
Trump that
getting
didn't pay
government
taxes in a
assistance. It's the
couple of
fact
years?
that he's bragging about being on government assistance and literally
yes, I
telling us
am.
that it's a
Yeah,
strategy of
ain't
getting
nothing
on
wrong with
government
that.
assistance.
But it
What's
sounds
wrong
like
with
we
Ain't
trying to
nothing
He
make
wrong
him
kind of
with it.
feel
has to
like.
because then
But it
what's he gonna
sounds
do
like
with
we
the
trying to
kids?
make him feel embarrassed and ashamed of this
He should?
shit. You know what I mean?
Yes, I am. That's
And I
exactly
don't feel
what.
not
Yes,
one
I
lick of
am.
Yeah,
embarrassed.
I am.
exactly. And
So
that's the problem I got with
That's
you,
exactly what
Keon,
I'm
right
doing.
now.
so let me
Cause
say
you
this
you
right quick.
ain't embarrassed about your
I
black ass going to
I
fucking
got
work
I
though.
got a
You're not
problem. I
embarrassed
have a
about
problem
that.
with.
I
But
think
y'all
y'all
Yeah,
don't
but
probably
you
should.
try to push
understand though,
conspiracy in the
man.
black
I
community, Y'all trying to prove
You gotta ask permission just like me to take vacation, spend time with your fucking family. That's what you gotta do.
Let the president respond to Keon. You got it. You got it.
So one, I'm not gonna pay attention to hope because I'm 40 years old. I don't know how long you niggas expecting to be living in your full right state of mind. I don't think I'm gonna live past 60, right? Not even. So that's one. Secondly, y'all bullies because y'all want to come. Y'all always want to target black folks when they get these assistance, but they just giving all these the Menendez brothers that coming over here illegally $10,000 in
Damn.
government assistance.
Oh, this
You niggas
nigga,
ain't.
bro.
Well,
Hey,
no, hold on.
we just got
You
released today.
call them the
Why
Menendez
don't you let
brothers?
somebody finish? Let me finish. You have not went to not one of those Mexicans that came over here, got all them free
Damn.
government assistance, coming out your pocket. You did not go to not one of them motherfuckers
My
complain.
pocket too.
So you need to shut the fuck up talking to me about it.
A lot of us voted
Thirdly,
against that
What
shit.
about the
Jimmy, they
Mexicans?
know,
You sound so. Oh my
hold
god,
on,
they
bro.
know that Mexicans will go across their
Sounds
head.
so
They know that
weak.
hold on,
Mexicans
Wasn't
will
South
go across
America
their
just
head.
Y'all
something
gotta
very
let him
similar?
go. Y'all gotta let him land. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, the Green Bay Packers quarterback Brett Favre went to prison for stealing a lot of food stamps. He a professional millionaire Green Bay Packer quarterback. So niggas put some respect on the EBT name.
I hope they put
Put
his
some
ass
respect on
under
the
the jail.
government name.
Actually, the case was dropped. He ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, the
So
case is dropped. The case was dropped.
keep hoping.
But
It's
even
a
if
lot
it
of
isn't, or if it was, he
professional
should
people
go to
getting
jail
government assistance.
regardless.
I'm sure it
Well,
is.
what you gotta say about Trump? Trump didn't pay taxes for a couple
Like
of years. Then what?
Bro,
Then
hey,
what?
it's all good, bro. If you qualify for it, bro, go ahead and get it, bro. It's yours. You're entitled to it.
No, y'all need to know. Stop
I ain't mad
enabling
at
this
him.
bullshit, bro. Y'all need to stop
Bro,
doing
it
this,
ain't.
bro.
I'm not
Y'all need to
enabling it,
stop
bro. The
doing this.
system is
Y'all need to
enabling
stop
this shit,
allowing
bro.
these niggas to push degeneracy into the black
Bro,
community and think
all
this
I'm
shit is
saying is
okay,
this.
bro.
Wait a
Hey,
minute. Wait a
that
minute.
I'll agree with.
All I'm saying.
This
Wait a
shit's
minute,
weird.
y'all. All I'm saying is this. Y'all don't gotta take this up with this man. Y'all gotta take that up with the fucking
the
Bro,
government, bro.
it doesn't matter who we
That's
take
a
it up
fact,
with.
man.
You
getting
shouldn't
cooked
be
with
allowing or
EBT
enabling
grease.
this
If women
conversation.
could get the EBT,
Like,
so should the men. If
You
they
should
have,
have more pride in yourself though, Keon. The not just want to go to work and work 80 some hours for every 2 weeks. You should be trying to figure out ways to be doing stuff with your
So
family
I should
where
have
you ain't
more
got to sit
pride
there
in
and
being on EBT.
ask
What are you talking
permission.
about?
What I'm saying is, don't you got to put in for fucking vacation that you already earned? Don't you got to
Oh
do
my
that?
god, this is silly. This is
You
I
out
so
there
could
silly,
take
see
your
hold
bro.
on.
niggas with
pride
that
Parents
and
be on
EBT
listen to a
Can I ask a
EBT,
motherfucker
question to
tell
putting
you
in
JP?
what the fuck
vacation
to
Can I ask
do
a
for
question,
a certain
JP?
amount of hours, nigga.
Can I ask a
I
question,
could
JP?
these niggas with that EBT grease
I
tonight,
mean,
boy.
bro, it really
Hold
depends
on,
on
guys.
what he
silly.
does
I have
for
a
a
question.
living. I'm just saying, right there, JP even said, look, his assistance has a ceiling. He can only make but so much money, or else he gonna lose it. So he said he ain't trying to make more
He
than that.
handicapped.
The rest of us, we ain't gonna allow the government, or
Well,
most of
of
us
course,
ain't
we're
gonna allow
not
the
going to get on
government
a
or
live
anybody
podcast
else.
and say we're going to make
Hold up
more.
1 second, Genesis. We ain't gonna allow anybody else to put a ceiling on what the fuck we can become. You know what
Hold
I'm
on,
saying?
no.
That's
Yeah,
exactly
Hold
what
that
on.
it is.
sounds
Yeah, hold
good.
on.
We're gonna
Listen,
go
That
all
listen.
the
sounds
way.
good.
Hey,
Hold
1
on.
second. You
Listen,
think we're
Well, a
gonna
lot
go
of you
all
Why
the
do
way
niggas,
y'all
up,
wait
or
till he
we're
get
gonna
to
fall
talking?
on our
Yeah,
fucking faces,
and you
bro?
didn't become
Either
nothing
way,
great.
though, there ain't gonna be no government ceiling. We're not
Most
gonna allow
people,
that. That's the coward's way out. That's
most
what
people ain't
Well,
Keon
gonna
is
you
become
saying.
it
in your
So
anyway.
I
Most
40s and
people
understand.
are
50s.
broke anyway. Most people ain't gonna become
Right,
entrepreneurs.
y'all broke anyway. You in your 40s and 50s. You ain't did nothing by now. You ain't gonna do nothing.
Yes,
So
nothing but dreams.
what
Most
stop
motherfuckers
trying
are
to
broke.
talk about these 30-year dreams, nigga. You finna die in the next 10, 15
Most
years.
of
You
them niggas
old as
don't
hell.
go for it.
That's all gravy, bro.
So
You have a ceiling.
like
Most of us are able
why
to
you
do
worry about a
what you
ceiling? You're
do.
not young.
Hey, most of us are able to do what the fuck you do without being on government assistance, which is maintain a
Man,
household and raise our fucking
Hold
kids.
on, hold on, Auntie.
how you
I
raising
got
kids
one
you
for you,
own the
brother.
majority of the
You
week?
know
I
what I'm
got one
saying?
for you, brother. Would you rather for your let's just say some a 70-year-old man was working at Walmart. Would you rather him work at Walmart and get to respect the others, or be at the house and get the government system?
Look, he needs to do whatever's best for him. I told you I ain't knocking the dude for being on government assistance. I'm just with Keon. It'll be a cold day in hell before I let that motherfucker talk shit to me about what the fuck it is to be goddamn a productive
And
member of
that's fair.
society.
That's fair. That's
That's
fair.
it.
Yeah, can I
I'm
also ask this
gonna
question?
be
Hold
successful
on,
quicker
JP.
than you
JP.
niggas.
Here's the
Uh-oh.
question, JP. So
I'm
while
gonna be
you're
successful
doing,
way
hold
quicker
on,
than these
can I
niggas.
ask the question? You're repeating it over and
Why
over
they
again.
wasting life hoping?
You heard it the
I
first
think
time.
she got a question for you, JP.
So while you're doing that and you're taking care of all three of your children, where is the mom? What is she doing? Is she building a business the same way, or is she just out
No,
just doing her thing?
because I chose the type of women like women choose for baby daddies. I chose the women that don't want no kids because I didn't want to have 0 issues. I'm glad we haven't talked. We haven't talked to them women in about we haven't talked to their mamas in about 2 or 3 years, and I'm glad. Same way how women do. They don't care if the baby daddies don't call for real or don't show up. We don't need them to be stepping. I don't need them to step on my program. Stay your bitch ass over there. And you can stop paying the child support for all I'm here. The government got me.
Hold on, does she pay child support?
Bottom of the
Yeah, they pay child support, but a lot of times they've been missing a lot of checks.
He pays child support.
I'm not tripping that they miss their child support payments because one thing about it, these niggas on these platforms, people out there working these jobs, gonna make sure I'm taken care of. Yeah.
Damn.
And team gonna make sure I'm taken care of.
Upwardly mobile, or is she like? Hold on, the question is, does she make a lot of money, or is she
JP about to come up, man? If you get big on this social media shit or your food,
he's still gonna get the benefits, bro.
Shit, he gonna get off that shit and be straight. And he gonna flex on that.
No,
I'm gonna be hiding
man.
Listen,
that nigga say he better wash his money and collect that food stamps.
like a drug dealer. Hey, listen.
I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to do nothing in life if I can't be approved for food share.
Listen, I know these girls.
If I can't be approved for food share and government assistance, I don't want it.
Listen, bro.
Lord,
listen, I know this girl, right?
How long he work at McDonald's for?
I used to buy food stamps, right? Yo, she got 8 kids, my nigga. She was pregnant with kid number 9, bro. She used to get about $3,800 worth of food stamps. Bro. She used to sell me 600, right? Bro, she was pregnant. Yo, she know how to maneuver that fucking system so much that the government pay her for her to watch her own kids at home, nigga. The government pay her $3,500. So she
got let me ask you this. Let me ask you this: does she got special needs kids?
One kid, I was just about to say probably special needs.
Right. She probably getting that $800 a month. Right.
The SSI,
$3,500 for her. She can take care of them kids. Plus, she was getting about another $3,800 on food stamp, and she had a Section 8 crib, nigga, big old crib.
Bro, don't give JP ideas,
bro. Them Section 8 cribs don't be small for the most part.
No, at all. They don't.
They don't be. And look, in the neighborhood don't even be. And the neighborhood yard.
Never have a slumlord. Let me tell you nothing.
She's obviously limited in her resources, though, so she probably needs a lot of that shit to be able to make a living and provide for her special needs kids.
When they get those crib, nigga, he be in the same neighborhood with the niggas that owns electric company or a plumber company. He be in the same neighborhoods, nigga. He be in my neighborhood, nigga.
Here's another question I got. So if
they won't allow them to have no slumlord.
That impregnated that you're taking care of the children. Are they like actually okay? The one that you like had babies with that you're taking care of the kids, are they like rising up mobile, like upwardly mobile, like really making a whole bunch of money now and making money and doing stuff? Or are they just still?
No, because they got a lot of other kids. One of my baby moms got 7, the other one got 5. So they get Section 8 and stuff too. We all get in Section 8.
Damn, y'all got some Rico shit going on.
That nigga said it's a Rico.
Real shit, bro. That's organized shit.
And guess what? Y'all gonna pay for it.
Hey, what you make this
So you said I'm gonna take my kids out of that 7 household, and I'm gonna care for the kids that you had from me.
Bro, that shit I don't have my
like 13. And she got 5 more. She got 5 more kids.
How many Medicaid vouchers, bro?
You should adopt some kids, damn, bro. Get more benefits.
I ain't gonna.
But she can only file 3 of them, so she ain't tripping. She got 5 more other kids, so she ain't tripping.
Man, y'all niggas need to start a football team. No bullshit.
Use the system, bro. I don't. Everybody I make too much money. I couldn't use.
I love the
we got 12 more people about to go into government assistance. That's what it sounds like.
Welfare Rico.
You might as well. I think you need to be stupid working a job.
It's going to be a repeated cycle. So that's going to be a never ending story. Because at the end of the day, 9 times out of 10, your kids look at you for inspiration and for build. And if this is what you're inspiring, most likely they're going to be stuck in these same predicaments.
Go to the welfare.
Okay.
That's the whole purpose.
I told my daughters. I told my oldest daughter this. I told my oldest daughter this right quick. Real quick, Bobby. I told my oldest daughter this. When you get grown and you start having kids, just know there's not one black man on the planet gonna be able to do more for you than Uncle Sam than the government. So what you do, you use them to bring my black kids, my black grandbabies, and then you go take your ass down to the welfare, fuck that nigga, and put his ass on child support. I tell them the same shit that my mama and them told my sister.
Young daughters that no man can do more for them than the fucking government, bro.
Name a man that could.
Obviously not.
Can't beat the government. Don't fuck with
what the fuck?
I can, Jay Prince. I can take care of women.
If you can't, because think about this, Poppy. When a man do something for a woman, he throws in her face. He try to use control. When government do stuff for us, he don't put in your face. He don't try to control you. You still can be free. You still do woo out of bam. Niggas would do something for you. You trying to control, putting your hands on my daughter. Woo out the bam. Now go to the government. Okay.
I look at it different. This is what I look at it. The people that is in the middle is fucked. If you in the middle, you fucked. They don't got nothing for you, right? So either you be doing very well, right? And that very well mark is like a $150,000, $200,000 mark, depending where you are. You see what I'm saying? Or you better be doing very bad. When you're doing very bad, they got all the help, all those programs for you, son. So if you think you're doing good, you're paying your rent, nigga, you might as well take advantage of the goddamn progress, bro. Might as well.
Listen,
if you're gonna pay $20 an hour, goddamn nigga, you might as well just quit and take your ass and all that bullshit.
Bro, you tell it.
I would like to thank JP for becoming the filtration system from the Pookies and the people who don't want to deal with people like that. Because the thing is that as long as he build his children up to be the same way he's doing right now, underachieving, I don't have to worry about him breaking into my home because he's getting the money through welfare. So I'm okay. He's never going to be in my neighborhood. He could take that little bit of money Uncle Sam is giving him. No, but at the end of the day, he's raising his kids to have the same mentality. He's raising his kids to have the same mentality. I ain't got to worry about my kids getting involved with those type of people, regardless. Thank you, JP.
The babies.
You're welcome.
They're gonna move into your city soon.
And Merry Christmas.
The nice girls always go to the hood, bro.
It just doesn't matter, bro. This is just bad to perpetuate. I'm just saying, even if that's his strategy or whatever, he said that he telling his children that no man can do more for you than the government can.
Name a man that can.
Oh, huh, bro.
So okay, and let me clarify this. Basically, let's say these niggas get my daughters pregnant, right? These niggas can't pay $40 a month on child support. They not gonna put my daughters in no house. They not gonna hold on. Let's say they give my daughters 3 or 4 kids. They not gonna have to give them pay for no health benefits for all of them, eye vision, dental, health, all that. They not gonna pay that. They not gonna pay $4,000 a month.
What if your daughter finds a millionaire? Hold on.
Millionaire.
Y'all gotta let each other land, bro. Y'all wait till each other talk.
You keep living in his hopes and dreams. Fucking millionaire. Yeah, that millionaire gonna do nothing but have a whole bunch of bitches and treating her like shit, like P. Diddy did Cassie, right? So we ain't on that. So the average nigga, like y'all say, according to y'all statistics, is making 46,000. That's it. 46,000. He don't got enough. So the government gonna give her that just with a check, damn near. So by the time the government get done paying for all of her lively expenses, even the internet is free, $10. Free, some of them with ACP is free internet. Niggas ain't finna pay all that without running his house, right? And crying and bitching and complaining. So yes, the government gonna always
check this out.
No, hold on.
It's not one nigga gonna be better than
y'all are stepping over
Can
something.
I make a statement?
One second,
let Genesis let a lot of the people who didn't really get the mic, Genesis, Manosphere, and then Auntie, and then whoever else want to chime in.
Now we all ain't gonna live forever. I'm gonna just say this: you have kids. I'm not sure how young your youngest is. If something ever happens to you, right? Unless you've worked a certain amount of time and you've accrued enough Social Security, what's going to happen to your children? Because normally you have survivor's benefits for a person that has worked. If you have not worked and you've been collecting government this whole time, how are your kids going to get any survivor benefits?
Well,
amount you get.
The beginning of my first, I put in 23 years of slave labor, right? And I'm just taking and they took taxes out my check, every paycheck I had, and I'm taking it back. Right, so I actually put in 23 years of hard work, so I got that covered. And then,
are you retired?
All they got to do is say they homeless.
You can actually
have no kids.
You can actually look on. Hold on, you can actually look on Social Security's website and see exactly how much you put into there. So that's also going to amount to the amount that you get as an elderly person. Like when you get a certain age, the money that you put in is the money that you get paid. Like
he plans on still being on food stamps, so it wouldn't matter. That's right.
It will matter because if you have not worked a certain amount, I work say if I make probably maybe 5,000 to 8,000 a month when I work, right? So my Social Security benefits when I turn 65, God willing, will be about 5,000 a month,
Yeah, but. So DJ Genesis, how many people make 5,000 a month? How many will make 5,000 when they get?
But even if you make lesser than that, you still get at least 1,900 a month.
70. You would get 70% of your paycheck if you retire from the job, and your disability, Social Security benefits. You probably be accrued maybe 15 to 16, 17, 1,800. A month. That's not a lot. It's not a lot.
Right, but if he's not working, if he's not working, he stopped putting into that system. So he has to make a retirement plan to make sure that if he lives to be 65,
we're gonna have the food truck. My nephew,
making too much sense with that, Genesis.
All right, back to what I was saying since I was next. So JP, this is what I'm hearing because I've heard you on many platforms. You saying how for the betterment of Black folks and things of that nature. And my whole thing is you're repeating the cycle that kept us under. And my whole thing is we need to. You're literally perpetuating a cycle that's been under. You're actually doing exactly what they want you to do. That same white man that you don't want to follow, the same white man that you don't want to listen to, he's really having you do what he wants to do. He wants you to be proud of living in the hood because he doesn't want you in your neighborhoods. He's going to give you this little bit of money.
White folks.
I'm just giving you an example.
Bro, most of the Section 8 people that I know is not unless it's up north or something, but down here and other places, a lot of people being the good shit, bro. You know what I mean?
I think that y'all trying to make me feel embarrassed about it because y'all jealous at the fact that
make you feel embarrassed.
Jealous at the fact that y'all gotta go wake up early in the morning. It's 1 o'clock in the morning.
Contradiction.
Y'all gotta go to work.
Up, JP. You're saying that we need to be in charge. We need to run stuff, but we're never going to run stuff when they're funneling us to the bottom.
Well, y'all been working for 100 years and y'all ain't running nothing now. So you might exactly. Y'all been working for 100 years, 400 years, and y'all still ain't no more Black Wall Street. So what's the point? You might as well hang it up. Take what you can get and go home.
So that means, JP, you accept defeat. That means you accept defeat. You are doing.
I'm not defeated because my main goal is to be around my kids. The presence be a present father, and that's what I'm doing. I'm living in my dream.
What you should be trying to do is build.
My dream was to be a present father and to raise my kids. And I'm doing that. And the government
I don't find
nothing
nothing wrong with that, JP.
Me either. Me either.
I wouldn't find anything wrong with it either if I couldn't point out the blatant hypocrisy. Like this is what the fuck I'm talking about. Like right
Fuck
here.
your hypocrisy.
Like, no, because he's talking about you want to
land,
be with your kids because you want to establish some kind of level of structure and order that only you can as their father. I get that, but then at the same time, you said that you'll tell them that government that no man structure and order in your fucking household is gonna equate to what the government gives them.
I told my kids not even their own daddy provide what the government can.
I want to know what government benefit or government assistance equates or outweighs the structure and order.
So what I was saying, because they could still have that right. Just like I'm having it, just like our mamas them still had their boyfriends and their structure and stuff. The government just saying here, and without have to be all in their grill. So basically, if my kids don't have kids, they still gonna be straight. Don't depend on baby daddy. Baby daddy, he gonna break. He gonna fold at some point.
Why don't you teach them to have good credit? Why don't you teach them not to be in debt, not to have bad credit?
I don't want to
and let them be your baby daddies where government assistance will outweigh them even being around. How about that? Why don't we start there?
That work hard.
Shit ass niggas that a government a fucking housing voucher is worth than them.
Every nigga that I know that work hard go ball in their 20s. Every nigga I know government system.
Nigga ain't never like that. I went ball at 20.
Okay, hold on. What about like if they go to college? So do you know that like a lot?
And look at me. I still got my shit. I still got all my hair in my life. Thanks, EBT.
But you said you worked 23 years, so you was a slave.
Yeah, and once I drop the hair started falling, I quit them jobs, got on government, and I've been preserved ever since. I still look like a brand new baby.
Man, only tethers would think this stuff is funny, man. Y'all kind of looking a little suspicious of me.
Damn, Keon is like that. God damn,
man, because this is crazy, bro.
But look at this. Giz is not a tether. What you got?
I'm not a tether. I literally don't work over 25 years, and I did it the way I done did it the way that you think is respectable. But I don't really give a damn about your respect, bro.
Keon, wait a minute, Keon. Most tethers, come from. Wait a minute. Where most tethers come from, don't got government assistance like that. We don't got no food stamps. So of course we're gonna see that shit at them. That's what's up.
I'm not saying you saying it's okay. I'm saying just allowing this. This shit is
let's
funny.
match houses,
funny,
let's
bro.
match bank accounts. Let's match.
Well, what you call it? What you call it? If it's not funny, what is?
Right.
Well, let's not act
is it funny? You think being on government assistance is
very funny? Extremely funny.
Nigga, it's hilarious, nigga. It's hilarious that a man could even get it. It's hilarious, and he got it.
Big is. Let's not act like hard work.
Don't be mystified thinking that you can just get this without actually being the main person taking care of your kids.
You can actually spend time with your kids. You can actually spend time with your kids, work hard, and do all these stuff without government assistance. I'm proof of it. So to say that you can't do it, it's kind of crazy.
I never said that you can't. I'm saying the majority of niggas ain't doing it. That's what I'm saying. And y'all trying to act like I ain't say that. I said I worked 18 fucking years. I done did the graveyard shift. I did all the shifts. Whatever. I shut my fucking mouth and went to work. I took the shit that the motherfuckers gave me and brought a check on to help out and do what I'm supposed to do.
JP,
if you didn't invest your money, sir, it doesn't matter. Like,
let me finish my statement, Detroit. JP, as you can also see, I still got my hairline, and it's still there. So working hard does not erase your hairline whatsoever. So that theory is proved incorrect. And if that's really a genetic issue. But just to let you know, you can actually be successful, raise your kids, work hard, and have something to show for yourself. That way works as well.
But
That's
let me
all.
ask you this, though, Manosphere. How come at most
You got a
jobs?
degree, don't
Wait a
you?
minute. Wait a minute. How come at most jobs the people who work the hardest get paid the least?
Because that's all jobs. That's all jobs. My whole thing is that, but the thing is though, it's more stressful for the person that's in charge because he has to make sure this thing stays afloat. See, we're looking at the manual labor, you picking up things and you dropping things off, but keeping things steady, keeping things afloat, that's a harder task. And it's more stressful because now, guess what? Because now you got not only yourself to take care of, you got to make sure everybody that's underneath your umbrella is taken care of. You got to make sure that they're able to take care of their family so they'll be able to be focused on the job actually when they get to work. At the end of the day, you're in charge of everybody, not just yourself. So let's not make it seem as if the stress is more on the person who's doing more of the physical labor, because that's not true.
And
Well,
also,
I can say this. I can say this,
if you have an
Manosphere.
actual trade, then you're going to be making good money, working hard, and making. I mean, plumbers make a lot of money. Electricians make a lot. They work hard. Roofers make. I mean, hundreds of thousands of almost millions of dollars.
Now,
I mean, there's ways you can really make a lot of money and still work hard.
no one's saying that you know that you can't. What I'm saying is that now when those plumbers and roofers decide to create a company where they have a whole bunch of people underneath them, they got to maintain a schedule, they got to maintain a payroll. That becomes more stressful. But that's why I'm saying let's not make it seem as
managing people is always the more stressful task, managing what other people are doing and stuff.
I'm about
like
to say this and I'm gonna go. I want to say this, then I'm gonna go. Right. I think this is my rewards for fighting for my kids almost 10 years ago. And I'm getting this, I'm living with my rewards for fighting for them. I did all the fighting, I'm raising them, all that other type of stuff. And this is my rewards. So I'm kidding back, enjoying this shit. I think you need to get like me.
Damn.
And with that being said, I'm Jay Prince, for president of United Negro Nation.
That's your reward, but
Black House.
Don't teach them.
And we the intellectual welfare niggas. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
But if you're teaching the kids wrong, then what are you?
I mean, that's the issue, though. That is
literally stomping your head.
Because that's the successful part to him. He said that he's just going to sit back right there like he's satisfied. No, we're not going to perpetuate that mentality where fucking men, especially black men, need to just be satisfied, especially being satisfied with some government fucking housing voucher. That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
But you would tell men to be satisfied going to work though.
You goddamn
create your own business.
I think that's crazy too.
Okay, hold on.
I'll tell you why. If you're gonna use government assistance.
Hey man, say my name right. I say your name right on DJ Genesis Detroit.
What is it? Is it Giz or Jizz?
Well, if you're gonna use
figure it out.
Giz.
Nah, but Giz. If you're gonna use that. If you're going to use that to springboard onto something else or whatever, so what if you fall on your face? So what if you work hard and you don't get anything? That's part of life. That's part of life. Sometimes you work your ass off and you get nothing for it. Just like Manosphere Algorithm just said, that's jobs. The people that do the most work get the least fucking pay and compensation. It's been like that since the beginning of fucking time. That ain't changed.
So if you telling the ones that get the least fucking on joint that's in a perpetual cycle, that just because it's respectable, that they should just continue to do that with a smile on their face, or they should feel some kind of way about it too.
Can I say something about mindset? Hold on, no.
This is how the universe works. Okay, get out of it what you put into it. And if all you're trying to do is suck like a parasite, chances are you're gonna live a parasitic fucking lifestyle, and fucked up shit is going to happen to you, and you're not even gonna fucking know why.
So you don't think going to work is the same as a parasitic lifestyle?
Hold on, Keon. Let me say something. But to give,
there's nothing wrong with it.
It's not Keon. It's Aunt T.
All right, Aunt T. Can I just say something to Giz real quick? So, because y'all got the same voice, you and Keon's voice is similar. Okay, Giz. Here's the thing. So you've been working in the same place for 23 years. You have
No, I haven't.
In the same trade.
Don't even. I don't work multiple jobs. I have worked one job for 18 years. I worked one job for 18
one
years.
job. Okay, so here's the thing, because every job I've worked, I always try to figure out how I can do it myself. I never worked a job. Hold on, listen. I've never worked a job and not try to figure out how I can infiltrate that system. I'm like, I act as a friend, I work as a spy. So the whole time I'm working somewhere, I'm trying to figure out how I can like create a business and do the same thing that's going on in that job. So maybe the reason why you've been working 23 years and haven't gotten nowhere is because you have not found out how to turn that thing around, create a business yourself, and do the same thing that you're doing at your job.
I actually created a couple businesses.
Okay, well,
everybody understands that, but you have to have the time, and you got to be able to make all of the things go like what it's supposed to be. So if you working and then you providing for your family and stuff like that, a certain amount of time in a day you're gonna have to make a decision. So when if you split off from the guaranteed money and go out and have to get it on your own kind of thing with the business, you got to put enough time into it for it to be worthwhile. And I chose to go with the guaranteed. I thought I was making a safe decision, and I didn't. I didn't make the safe decision.
The crazy part is like
because there's no such thing as a safe decision.
People always talking about starting a business, right?
The more you realize that there is no such thing as a safe decision.
That's what I just said.
Life
I
is a
just said
fucking
there's
gamble.
no such thing as a safe decision.
People be talking about starting a business, right? But the thing is, business got a 78% chance of you failing. Like most people want to fail a business, okay? Like you just make it seem like you just going to start a business, all of a sudden you're rich in 2 years. That's not how it is. Trust me. I got a business myself. That shit is hard. Sometimes you even make, but once you hit, you hit. For the most part, the people that got business, they actually work even more than the motherfucking workers.
And they take more taxes out of you.
Yes, and that's what I ended up being in.
It's hard on the come. Like I'm winning.
Why do you have a business, or why are you working if you believe in what JP's doing? Why don't y'all just quit and just go on government assistance? What are y'all trying to work for?
It's simple.
Come on, Keon. Don't ask no dumb ass question, brother.
Y'all niggas not trying to get it. Y'all not even trying to understand what people are saying. Nobody ain't saying that. Nobody ain't saying that they ain't got ambition. You know what I'm saying? People, we just ain't trying to knock what the nigga doing. If that shit
that's
work
all,
for him,
and that's all I was saying.
You know
if
what
I
I'm saying?
knock him, I need to knock everybody that's on it.
Look at this. The people in the middle class is fucked.
They fucked, yeah.
Living in the suburbs, paying high car payments. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Man,
it's always gonna be the people at the top and at the bottom that's gonna be the most, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna have the most benefits, bro.
But you know why?
I'm in the middle class.
The majority of people is in the middle.
Yeah,
that's not the good spot to be in.
Exactly. Man, at the end of the day, you can answer my question because y'all don't have an answer. If y'all think that what JP is doing is a good lifestyle, it is okay, it is I guess going against the system and all this other bull that y'all just said that he was doing. Why don't y'all quit y'all jobs, quit what y'all doing, and go do what he's doing? Why don't y'all do it?
Because people in J Prince situation is
sound like a damn meeting.
I'm just saying it's not in my nature, bro.
People in J Prince situation is very needed for everybody else because they are part of the economy. People on food stamps, they spend, nigga. You know why? Because they always got extra money. Okay, they're gonna spend at the bodega. I'm answering your question.
What's the question?
If it's okay, why don't you guys go do the same thing that JP is doing? Why don't you guys quit your jobs?
This nigga sound like go back to Africa. It's an Africa thing.
Wait a minute.
I plan on going back to Africa.
Wait a minute, because number one, we don't qualify for that shit, right? There's number one. Number two, you ain't in that situation. It's like you're trying to do something. We ain't saying that what he doing is ideal. We just not knocking what the fuck he's doing. because he's living easier than people who's struggling and be complaining and shit. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm
The
not knocking it
reason,
because
hold on one
I
second,
do
bro.
some
I'm not
of
saying
that.
that it's ideal and people should do that shit.
Not the
But like,
point. He's
if we
living
get
like that, but
majority of
yet he's
people
still
that's on,
complaining.
if we get the
Man, y'all tap
majority of
dancing.
people on government assistance, there's no way that the country or the economy is gonna fucking run if the majority of people on government assistance. Like, what the fuck
the
are we
most-
talking about?
The reason, hold on one
Keon,
second,
he's
bro.
not fucking tap
The reason,
dancing. He's just saying what he's saying.
the reason why I don't quit and be like Jay Prince because I got $7,103 of bills every month.
Yeah, because it's
I don't got the
better working
luxury
and
to
getting
do that.
money than it is
And
being
I
on
like-
government assistance. So
Okay,
you
cool.
don't
I
No,
like
bro.
appreciate
Look at this. Wait a
I
minute.
like
The-
to be
wait a
fly
minute. The
and I
upper
like to get a
class.
lot of
Wait a
money.
minute. Wait a minute. The upper class is the best place to be. Then is the lower class. Then
Exactly.
is the middle class is last, bro. So if
That's a
somebody
fact.
get the opportunity
not?
to get to the upper class, if somebody get the opportunity to, why not? Because that's the first option. The second option is the lower class. You know what I'm saying? Get taken care
Oh,
of.
but why?
Thing is,
But
no,
my
no, no,
thing is
It's
not
not the upper
though.
class.
when
No,
you're in
that ain't the lower
in that
class
lower
though.
class,
I think you
man,
got the lower. You got JP confused with the lower class. The lower class are the ones out here getting it. Ain't no assistance for them.
What?
No,
No,
I'm
listen,
talking about the
No.
lower class that qualify
You're
for
talking about the middle
assistance, bro.
class.
Trust me.
You're talking about the middle class.
You
class.
talking about the
And
middle
that's the
class, Auntie.
illusion,
You
bro.
getting too much
The
money
middle
to be
class is nothing.
Actually, the
It's
low
nothing
class.
given to the middle class.
right.
Exactly.
The
That's why.
whole economy work off of what the middle class do. We
This
do
is
the
why.
we do the jobs so nobody don't want to fucking do. You taxes the hardest, and the whole nine. And if we
that
stop
just proves
working,
that
y'all
you
be
don't
fucking,
even know.
y'all be
You
in
don't
the
even know
wind
what you
somewhere.
actually are. The middle class is actually the lower class. It
The
has
middle
been. That's why
class is
people
not,
bitch.
bro. What are you, bro? Why are you
It's
trying to
not
Yeah,
bring
the lower
reality, bro?
class,
pay
bro.
the highest fucking taxes, everything else. The middle class is actually the lower
So
class.
why do they call it the? Why do they call it the middle class and they call the other one the lower class?
That's the illusion. If you fall for it, you just fall for it.
Man,
Oh,
the
that's
lower
it.
class got the crumbs, but the crumbs is free.
Keon's
Wait a
right.
minute.
Keon's
Wait a
So
right.
are
minute.
you
It's
saying
like
the
a loaf
lower
of
class
bread.
is the middle
Wait a minute.
class?
Wait a
You
minute.
just said it yourself. If the lower class is
The
better off
lower class.
That's
Wait
how-
a minute. Wait,
the lower
yo,
class.
y'all just. I got you. Let me get the go for it.
Y'all look at
The lower class
y'all,
get the crumbs,
y'all
but the
look at
crumbs
the
is for free. That's what it is. The lower class get the crumbs, but the crumbs is for free. That's
I
what
want
y'all
y'all
feel to
to
understand.
which doctor pull up what's the middle class income so we can actually get a range on what we're speaking on.
But the sale should be around 40 something, right?
No, just
No, the lower class it will probably be under 20. It probably be 24,000. No more than 26,000.
Under about
base which doctor pull the middle class income so we can have a base to go by. Whatever Google says.
Let me open it in another tab.
Only
man.
part about me being middle class is that you get taxed the highest and the most all the
Those
time.
people,
And that's the way it's
those
gonna be.
people on those
And
people on
then you
those
have like
government programs, they always got cash money. They're always providing a service. They're always doing hair. They're
Nigga,
always
no,
doing
they
some shit like
don't.
that.
What the
Yes, they
fuck,
do.
bro?
They got a lot of
We
people.
we
They are
Keon,
they
you
are
act
the
like you
hold
ain't
on one
never
second.
seen
Hold on one
people
second.
that do
Joe
hair make
Biden
a lot of
with the
money.
Jordans
They
on,
are
a tight ass car with the rims on it and everything
Y'all,
like that, and
bro,
they
y'all
going
gotta
straight to the
understand. Y'all are
apartment.
advocating
people.
to be on welfare. Like, what are
Bro,
we talking about?
nobody's not
We're
advocating
not
for this, bro.
advocating to be on the damn
That's
Yes,
welfare.
you are, bro.
Giz,
Yes, you
wait
are.
a minute, Giz.
Who
This is what I
cares,
see the
bro?
problem is. Y'all think niggas is advocating for that shit, bro.
You
That's why
are.
y'all arguing like there ain't nobody saying that shit is ideal.
Brother, you are implying it.
Perfect.
Whether you say
All
it
right,
directly,
middle
but you
class,
are implying it.
middle
This
class
that's
information.
So you in that brain now. So you in that brain now.
Screen,
brother.
he
No,
blew
I
it
just
on the screen
listened to
on
what you
purpose,
said.
you
Why
guys.
do you care so
Let me
much?
put it on. Let me
Why do
full
you
screen
care?
it.
Keon, let him focus on this real quick. All right, y'all. So we got middle class is between 63K and 191K. So this actual range right here should be our base when we're speaking on middle class.
And it got the other classes too
Now
if you
deduct
need it, right?
25% of that. Deduct about 25% of that.
This is
because-
California.
it comes
California
back
going to be
after
high though.
taxes come in. You get it back.
So just looking at
if you know how to do your taxes correctly.
For most folks in that tax bracket, you're gonna get it percentage of that 25% back.
No, most people in that tax
27.
bracket, if they own if they're really doing it right or doing it, they're paying taxes. They're not getting refunds. They're paying taxes.
No,
this might be better, right?
You'll get like a tax write-off for certain stuff.
No, you're right. You'll get write-offs, so you still got to pay them.
If you got a business, you got to write off.
You're deducting 25%, then you got to pay them at the end of the year with your house. And you know how much money I pay in taxes on just my houses?
$0.
Property taxes, depending on the state you live in, them shit's can be extremely high.
All right, this is not specific to state right here, right? It don't look so, right?
There you go.
The other ranges is right here if y'all need that shit too.
No, but that looks more accurate for like overall analysis. So just looking at this right here, you guys, this could be our base on what we speak on, because I think right now we're all speaking on different base levels when it comes towards our opinions. So I guess we can go by this particular base on what's middle class and what's poor and what's rich and things of that nature.
We don't even have to go on that, bro.
If they take 25% out of 53,000, you in lower class.
And look, let's just keep it real. God protect children and fools. So people like JP are gonna be all right.
There you go.
and they definitely gonna protect fools with children.
What about Jay Prince move?
I don't think it's wrong that he's taking care of his kids though. He'll
get assistance as long as he's a fucking idiot. So come on.
You also gotta. That's the thing, though. That's the thing that we gotta keep in mind. And I'm not saying that this is his predicament, but my whole thing is he stated himself he's gonna have kids to continue to be on government assistance. Now, is he having those kids because he wants to have those kids, or is he having those kids for survival? And that's what you gotta actually look at. JP, no offense, no JP.
In his brain, I don't know.
No, JP, no offense. He said himself he's been locked up 34 times. He's been locked up 34 times. He wants to be in the kid's life, but he's been locked up 34 times. Now, my whole thing is when he got back out and he stopped going to jail, now he's in a predicament where he's telling you, once his kids age out, I'm going to get 3 more kids and I'm going to continue to be on government assistance. From that standpoint, it sounds as if his main focus is on staying on government assistance. It's really not the kids. They're just a benefit to like he said, he's going to continue to get his benefits. They're just a benefit to him.
It sounds like he's forced to do it because it's hard to find a job as a felon or
that nigga got a job right now. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that nigga is at work right now.
He's working
That's why he
right now.
done.
Oh well, hell, you know that. Well,
see, you're talking. You didn't even know. Just talking. Just talking for no reason.
Why you always just shut up? Stop always jumping on me every time I say something.
God damn.
No, you always got something stupid to say every time I say something. Stop it.
You was the same person that said JP didn't have no camera, or he was showing his camera. So, brother, you can't talk, brother. Like, you really can't.
Everybody in the chat said that his kids were there. They saw the string earlier. What are you talking about, bro?
You like him? You love
whatever,
him?
nigga. You didn't know what you was talking about. Simple as that.
Brother, everybody saw the string early and they said that the kids were there. They seen him. The man, he don't have no babysitter.
You said that he was showing he said you showing the camera.
He came up and said they were somewhere playing.
Exactly.
Like, yo, why are you so focused on this nigga, man? Like, bro, like, what's up? You like the nigga, son?
Nigga, you was just bro. Who are we talking to? What are we doing?
You are butthurt that this nigga get all this foot stand and shit. And like, why do you care, nigga?
Oh my goodness!
Worry about your shit, brother.
But no, you
worry about your shit, my nigga.
Do you
that's how I look. Like, man, wait a minute. If a man on government assistance and y'all on a higher bracket that you ain't got to, you know what I'm saying, and you think you're doing better, then what the fuck? I don't see what the fuck is wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like man.
They argue with him for 2 hours.
I don't feel anything wrong with it.
Right? We got relationships. We have hold on, wait a minute. We have certain relationships with people, and y'all done built this connection with this nigga. Y'all been watching this nigga for years, so I get it. Y'all have a bond with this nigga. Y'all don't want to be.
Bro, if you only know me and JP ain't got no bond. We just, you know what I'm saying.
I have my watching. Hold on, this is my first time being. Hold on, this is my first time being on panel with this guy or watching him. I'm gonna say this. One thing I can see is if he has his children and he's working and he's able to get assistance to help raise his children, and he's taking his children out of a potential situation where mothers have like 5 and 7 and 8, 9, 10 kids, and now he's able to give them the exact love that they need individually and not be just in a whole horde of children like that he's explaining. I think that's a little bit better. And then he's a father. And so fathers, and if you actually no, I did not know. If he's a father, and statistically they say that children raised in a father's household as a single parent end up better. The only problem I see is that the fact that he's saying that he's going to raise his children to be the same way and think the same way he's thinking.
What you got to look at, Detroit, is that why is he having the kids? Is he having them to be a father, to be loving, or is he having them because there's a benefit of having them? Like the question would be is the question would, because he stated that he's dealing with people because he wants to reap those benefits. My whole thing is if those benefits wasn't there, would he be the loving father that you believe he is? Would he actually have those kids? Would he choose to have 3 more kids? Or is he doing it for the governmental benefit? Because his main focus is
he worked for 23 years without getting the benefit. Hold on, he said he worked for 23 years without getting the benefit. He still works. He just gets the extra benefits because he has his children in his life. So I don't think that there's a problem with that. He's still working. He's not just, you said he still works. He makes $5,000 a month or something like that. So that tells me is that he still works. He makes the money. He's doing what he needs to do for his children. So I don't really see that he's doing anything wrong in this case.
He actually said that he's allowed to make $5,000 a month before they cut it off. He didn't say that's what he makes. But go ahead.
Yeah. But my
shows what the red pill range of truth and reality. Also the truth and reality undefeated.
He said he's allowed to make.
I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
Shows what the truth and reality undefeated. He said the problem is when they talk shit. So he's saying the problem is not being on their systems, right? The problem is when they talk shit, when they pastors of poverty but are arrogant and condescending like beans. Damn. I'd be damned if a welfare queen shit on me. Appreciate your truth. I got it.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Now,
that's what JP said when he was up here. I could be wrong. Maybe he can give more comment. That's what I heard him say was, hey,
I know he was stunned
to make 5,200 before they cut it off. He didn't say that's what he makes.
Yeah, that's what he said. You got it right, Auntie.
Before he said that earlier, he said that he makes 5 something a year. And then he was starting a food truck. Hold on, listen. He said that he made $5K a month. He said he made $5K a month. He said, I make $5K a month and I'm still able to do this. And then he said that he had a food truck that he's allowed to make.
Okay. You saying it wrong. He said he got a family of 4. He got it made under 52,000. Get this shit right, man. So
he said 5,200 a month. Yeah,
52,000 per year, I believe.
No,
you got to stay on
up here earlier. He said 5,200 a month.
Oh, wait, that will equal what? That's literally going to equal over 60,000. So I don't know if that math is correct.
No, that's what he said.
He's clearly. I've never heard of a state giving you a $1,500 I guess window until your government benefits get cut. I've never heard of that. I don't think no state does that, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I got to look it up.
They do cut you when you make a certain amount of money, and that's
$5,200 is what I'm going against. Not that they cut you because of certain amount.
On YouTube, there's no way to track that like that. You know what I'm saying?
Bullshit. Bullshit. YouTube tracks that shit. What you mean?
You got every time you put your social security somewhere,
or your EIN.
Like
it's a social security or an EIN for
you got to put your social security just to put your bank account information in here. So again,
$200 a year, and he can't own anything more than $100,000 a year on SSI.
Huh?
If you're on SSI,
I agree with Blanco. I mean, it does sound kind of far fetched, like say, but that's what Jay Prince said when he was up here. So I don't know if it's true. That's what he said.
The bigger question is why people care so much of this man being on.
Oh my God! Anyway, for example, right? I know that in the state of Indiana, right? For you to be on benefits for just a single person, for you to be on benefits, you cannot make over $1,600 a month. That's the threshold limit. So, like I say, the $5,200, I don't know about that. I had to do my research on that.
J Prince, start telling your business, man. This is the kind of niggas that would call your shit to get your shit cut off, bro.
Damn.
Which is fucked up. I wouldn't do no shit like that.
That's what I'm saying. That is fucked up.
Like I said, bro, I'm not gonna knock nobody's hustle. Look, man, I didn't seen
He will call the office and
get
get
it
niggas cut
whichever
up,
way.
bro.
But I'm with truth and
Fancy
reality.
calling on Monday, bro.
Yeah, he got the snitch energy.
I don't fuck out of here, bro. I ain't never been caught no shit like that. But even when he put up that super chat, like I get what he talking about. That's just the issue. It's like, bro, the issue is when you start talking shit. Then that's it. The issue is just when you start talking shit, man. Your hustle is your hustle. I get it, bro. Get it how you gotta get it. I ain't tripping on no man.
I never worry about what the bitch get it. Hey, I damn sure ain't gonna care when the nigga get it. At least when the bitch get it, I get
about what your master JP is getting. We understand, brother. Put your pom poms down, bro. We don't. We get it, brother. We get it.
Right.
I get benefits indirectly
like,
when the girl get it.
He want to be lifted above.
Hey, Jay Prince, don't come in the panel no more. Tell your shit. Keon will snitch on you. This nigga look like a rat. He will tell on you, buddy. You will call the DES office.
Nah, I bet you'll make sure I don't before I do, brother. You will definitely make sure I don't.
Yeah.
With your cape on.
You little snitch, little nigga. Always talking, man. Oh my God, I get so much money. Oh Lord.
Oh Lord.
Like, what the fuck? Why life is so good?
This man sound like he own a gas station and saying, nigga, I feel very uncomfortable right now.
I don't care how you feel, bitch ass nigga. I just don't care. Now I'm gonna put the bitch in front of him. Now what?
Oh wow, I'm so offended.
Now, okay, cool. As
Boy,
long as
break
you know,
you
pussy.
Boy, I will break you in half, brother.
Yeah,
I'm so offended.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. I promise you that.
Oh shit.
No, you wouldn't. Start lying to yourself.
I'm scared what the Arabian Nights is gonna do to me. Yeah, whatever,
confident.
Aladdin.
You don't even sound confident to say that. So stop.
I'm so scared of what you and your flying carpet is gonna do to us. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
I know.
Don't you have a Palestinian family to save right now, brother? I don't even understand. How are you saying nigga and you are Palestinian?
Because I feel like it. What the fuck you gonna do about it, nigga?
Yeah, that's crazy, brother. You don't even want to be who you are.
I know.
He say he Palestinian?
Probably. Sound like it.
Yeah, I'm from Wakanda. Now what?
This nigga said Wakanda.
Oh, I gotta take it somewhere where you need to take it, buddy. Mind your business, buddy.
Okay, we were gonna talk about 50 Cent's baby mama. Can we?
Yeah, that's what we got next. 50 Cent baby mama was allegedly at the Diddy freak off.
Lord Jesus.
You know what I'm saying? She's actually I think they speculating. I think she was a Jane Doe. You know what I'm saying? I think she tried to keep her identity hidden. But it seems like all the evidence and everybody, even academics saying it's her. You know what I'm saying? Let me pull this clip up for y'all. Let's pull the clip up.
but it makes sense. So wasn't 50 Cent's baby mom fucking around with Rick Ross?
Yeah.
Yes,
sir.
No, you got that incorrect, bro.
I'm asking, but I thought
50 Cent flew.
Can I say this about the
Rick Ross dropped her. She didn't fuck with Rick Ross, but Rick Ross had, I think, like a sex tape or some shit like that.
No, 50 Cent flew. This is years ago. This is when 50 Cent had a famous website. This is 50.com.
This is 50.com.
That's when he was friend with Floyd Mayweather. They flew Rick Ross' baby mama.
Okay, it's the other way around.
With the kid. Yeah, this happened like 12, 15 years ago. That shit, right? And then the Rick Ross baby mama, she like did a sex tape, and that's when 50 got in trouble, and Hunger to run sued him for a couple millions, and he lost that lawsuit. That's the baby mama y'all niggas is getting confused with.
Yeah. And shows you the narratives. But I think this is the reason why one of the reasons why 50 and Diddy wasn't this 50 baby mama is fun. Yeah, I think I think as a matter of fact, 50 was trying to expose his baby moms and that shit too, though. I don't think 50 was on her side with this whole Diddy shit.
What you mean? Repeat that one more time, please.
Yeah, 50 baby moms that was at the Diddy freak offs. I don't think 50 was with her or like fuck. I don't think that's his baby moms that he fucks with.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
50 got 50 got two baby mamas. The one with
I'm pretty sure,
the
bro. If she ended up at a Diddy freak off and he ain't with her no more, like who cares?
that's the mother of his youngest kid.
Bro,
I don't know how old the youngest one.
But Blanco, wouldn't that be some funny ass shit, bro? If you hear that some ex chick or some baby mama you don't even fuck with,
bro. But an ex is different from a baby mom. Wait a minute, bro. Come on,
I would care though. That would embarrass me, my nigga. That's the mother of my kid.
That would embarrass you and your kid, bro. That is crazy.
Listen,
and whatever.
Yo, listen, bro.
I wouldn't give a fuck. I mean, she just
no more. It's easy to say that, but I think everybody will care, my nigga.
That's why she my ex.
This bitch was getting trained the fuck out. Now the entire world know, and I got a kid with this. Well, that's embarrassing.
Hey, I mean, now I'm vindicated. That's why I don't fuck with this bitch no more.
Exactly.
That's worse than
I got a kid with her, bro.
That's worse than if that was your ex-wife, bro. Like your kid is gonna be embarrassed, bro. When your kid is old enough to go to school, bro, they fucked, bro.
Whatever.
I don't give a fuck.
Mom is dog. Sorry.
You attached to this woman, bro, for life, my nigga. And take it away from you, nigga. Your goddamn seed, fam. Your seed, bro.
I ain't worried about what some bitch I ain't even with no more is doing with her damn body time. And
I mean, look, I believe you saying that no. But if it happened, bro, I think niggas would care, bro.
I'm just saying, I got a baby mom, bro, and if it came up that her ass was at one of them damn Diddy freak offs, man, that'd be the funniest shit that I seen all goddamn year, for real, for real.
She getting peed on.
And make sure you're on the way to the clinic.
I think most niggas would be embarrassed, though, and probably on some different shit. You know what I'm saying?
I don't like that.
What are you embarrassed?
I'm saying, like, I don't like that bitch anyway.
You know what? All this embarrassment. People pretend like they was not getting freaky back in the 90s and 60s and 80s.
Talking about Diddy freak off.
Man, listen.
Yeah, Diddy freak off is come on, Genesis. You buddy.
No, like that. Listen, swinger parties have been going on. Listen, that ain't got. Listen, that does.
You a woman. You a woman. As a nigga, you ain't not trying to have your woman getting piped unless you build
a baby oil bag.
Really going on. If you guys knew the deal that was happening in New York around that time, that whatever he was doing, the stuff they were doing in New York and how freaky the whole entertainment industry was, it would make Diddy stuff look like cheesecake. It's nothing. You know what I'm saying?
He obviously learned that shit somewhere.
I could probably, if I had to guess, I'm pretty sure she's still doing the freaks off with her husband, her current husband. I'm pretty sure she's still doing them. Bro, it seemed like she was really enjoying them things, and I would hope one of the attorneys asked that question, like, "Are you still doing freak offs?" And I'm pretty sure she'll say yes.
That's casting.
That was done, or well, they couldn't ask if she still did them, but she did say she enjoyed a lot of that shit she was doing.
I wouldn't be surprised if her husband are doing them, and also 50 Cent ex. Well, baby mom, 50 Cent baby mom. I won't be surprised if she's doing them because they seem like they enjoy them. They just wanted more of Diddy at the time.
Bro, they want the lifestyle, bro.
But here, let me tell you. Listen, look up felching. This is how crazy.
Before we go somewhere else, DJ, real quick. Oh my goodness.
Go ahead.
Yeah, which doc? I just wanted to. So wait. So do you? Damn, I didn't forgot. Go ahead, brother. I didn't forgot what the hell I was gonna say.
Smoke too much goddamn. Put down the goddamn weed. Go ahead.
But let me tell you, I was talking to some friends of mine that was during that time in New York, and it was great. The stuff that they told me that people were doing. There's this thing called felching that they do, and this would make what he's talking about nothing. Like I've heard stories where there'll be people in like a round circle and there'll be some women in the middle, and then people will be just, I've heard all kind of stuff. So New York was wild during that time. So I would say that all he was a product of the wild New York. Y'all forget that Times Square used to be an entire sexcapade going on. They had like 25 cents where you could like see women being naked. So I think that this new generation is not aware of how sexed out New York used to be.
The older generation was more loose.
Them shits was all over the place.
Crazy. You know what's crazy? When it comes towards, since Diddy got all this money and we all know these girls want the influence. They want the money, they want the influence, they want the power. It's Diddy's taking advantage of them. That's the narrative. But when it's this woman with Travis Hunter, right? It's her taking advantage of him. But she's younger though. It's crazy how it works that way. Because he's an ugly guy, right? Oh, she's taking advantage of him. Because Diddy got money, oh, he's taking advantage of her. And it's funny that if this situation was to go down where they get a divorce, Travis Hunter and this girl, everybody go, oh, you stupid, you deserve that. Well, if Diddy and them forcing that on her, when she's telling you on text messages and on the stand that, nah, I actually enjoyed them things, but we still looking at it as shame on you, Diddy, shame on you. But Travis Hunter situation, we look at it different as well. It's just funny. I just wanted to point that out.
Bro, the models are flying to Dubai to get shitted on. At least Diddy
models,
shit on them.
man. You right. There's a bunch of chicks doing all types of shit.
This right here, this is not a Rico, man. Like this man just getting he getting penalized for being a filthy rich gay nigga. Let's be honest, he's a gay nigga. You see what I'm saying? He's gay. He haven't come out. You see what I'm saying? So now, what's going to happen? I don't think they're gonna get him on the Rico. I just don't see it because the Rico's supposed to be like a something that you make money off, and this nigga Diddy, why they're trying to paint the picture that Bad Boy is a criminal enterprise. Like, yo, Bad Boy has been making money since the 90s, since Biggie got there, Craig Mack, all these people, Faye Evans. So when Cassie came in there in 2008, 9, something like that, they were already $300-500 million up,
and was already freaking out.
Hold on. I can't let Poppy. I can't let you do that though, Blanco, because that's not what Rico is about. Rico is about using your organization, okay, to engage in criminal activity. That's what it is about. It has very little to do with making money. So yes, Bad Boy Entertainment on paper, as far as we know, is a legitimate business. But are you still using the resources that come from Bad Boy and all of the connections to engage in criminal activity? Yes, if it's trafficking, if it's just your own sexual deviance, if it's forced labor, if it's arson, if it's all of those things that they charging him with, which they only need two of them. This is definitely a Rico.
And they also need they only need one juror to say, you know what, I ain't down with none of this.
Blanco said it's not Rico because he wasn't making money. That's untrue.
It's not a Rico.
That's untrue.
Well, no, it's not a limit. No, Blanco is wrong. It's not a Rico because most Ricos, they always bust the people below and then get the person at the top.
Oh my God.
Just like with BMF. Think about all the mob people. But why does everybody on this case have immunity? Everybody on the case has immunity.
The person at the top.
Yeah, but that's how Ricos work. Everybody in the organization start getting deals on the dude on top. Ricos work like that.
So if it's an organization, then why is Diddy the only person that's being convicted? Right?
Because
everybody on the case has immunity. Everybody on the case
how the feds try
has immunity.
That's what I'm saying. Where have y'all been? This is how they tried all the damn Rico cases for the mafia and everything.
Actually, no, you're wrong.
That is not how they
tried people on the lower levels to make they get people that are taking part in the criminal enterprise.
They arrest them
make
first.
deals and they roll on the people on top. It always happens.
But who are these people that you're talking about though?
They arrest them first. They don't just have them come.
Who did they arrest?
Oh no, they build the investigation. Arrest second. The state police arrest first and then build the investigation. The feds investigate.
Okay, what happened in this case? Who are the other people? Diddy is the only person that's being convicted. Who are the other people?
And they gave them
they're all immunity. Everybody that is in the actual case is being immunized because of the fact that in order for me to testify for the
Cassie, a bunch of people that took part in criminal activity, like if you the prostitute taking part in trafficking, your ass is taking part in that shit too. They got a deal to testify against this man, saying they did it. They got deals.
But you're not keeping up with the trial, bro. They get to the
all have immunity. All of the people that have immunity. I'm sorry.
I don't know if they have they definitely have deals for lesser time.
This is how it's going down. They get to the trial, they get to the stand, and then people literally on the stand saying, hey, I'm going to what is it, the Fifth Amendment, whatever, right? And they give them the protection right there, bro. They just want to get that man for no reason, bro. All that bullshit, that prostitution, is that a crime? Yes, that's no Rico worth the nigga. That nigga ain't tying people's up, bro.
If it's a crime and you're using an organization that's counted to carry it out, that makes it organized crime by definition. Rico. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to make money off of it or any of that.
That's not the organization bro. To do one person.
It's
one person. That makes sense, huh?
They got all these other people that are taking part in it, bro. They're buying supplies. They're covering shit up.
They're buying drugs.
They're actually selling themselves for it. That's what I'm saying. The charges, whether or not he's actually guilty of it, that's up to the court to decide. I'm just saying, this by what you see, it is Rico, bro. It is. That's why they charge him.
Prostitution is a state crime. It's not a federal crime.
All they continue doing,
saying he did.
All they continue doing is continue showing the tape or Buddy beating up Hongera at the hotel. This is a domestic violence case, and this is how fucked up the shit is. You know they wasn't even investigating that man onto that whole fucking file the lawsuit, the civil lawsuit case first. Back in November 2023, then the feds became interested. Like, hold on, let me read this. Oh shit, for real? Y'all fucking in LA? Y'all fucking in Miami? Oh, we're gonna put a Rico case. Come on, bro. It was no investigation before that lawsuit, fam.
We don't know where the investigation started.
That's not true.
They had to have
it. We don't know.
They said it.
They always investigate first and arrest second, bro.
Man,
they actually investigate, they read, and then they do a lot of shit.
Understand when they write the indictment, they have to write it when the investigation started. They literally said it. They started when Cassie filed the lawsuit, nigga.
That's what they said publicly, bro.
Now we gotta go against the paperwork. Okay,
hold up, Uncle. Let me explain. Even when they filed the indictment, they put things on the indictment that they found in the raid. They only can get a warrant for the damn raid on both of those properties if there's already an investigation.
You don't even know what you're talking about,
on the warrant. Like, bro, there's already an investigation before there was even a raid.
It was a lawsuit first, and then they raid the man like 8 months later. What are you talking about?
You're talking about a civil suit, bro. They were investigating him, and then they raided him. Then they found more shit.
Brother, there is no investigation on civil lawsuit case. Again, you don't know what you're saying, fam.
Bro, this investigation had been going on way before they raided him, way before they arrested him.
Their raid was after the lawsuit, my nigga. What part you don't seem to understand?
But the investigation, you don't know where that started. That's my point.
They tell you in the indictment. We started.
They don't tell you when they started investigating him. They said everything in 2008. They said they are, bro. That motherfucker's on trial
because that's when it
happened from 2008 up to now.
You know what I'm saying? Again, you don't know what you're talking about because they used 2008. You just lie and run for no reason. They used 2008 because that's when Diddy started doing freakos with that hoe, man. That's what they go back then. That's it. The investigation started after the lawsuit dropped, bro. That's it.
You really think the investigation started?
I'm telling you what the paperwork said.
So they got a federal warrant to raid 2 cribs simultaneously across 3 different time zones, 4 different time zones, whatever. Because of one damn video from TMZ.
The lawsuit dropped in November 2023. That's when the Fed got a hold of that shit and be like, hold on, let me investigate this nigga. He didn't get raided until March 2024, bro. That's 5 months later.
Them people been watching that motherfucker, bro. I believe
they watch all hip hop artists. It's called the hip hop police. The CIA been watching them all.
I'm just saying he been an informant for them motherfuckers. That's why everybody that's been around him over the course of the last 30 years either end up broke, dead, in prison, or just totally fucking different. But this motherfucker has never been touched or locked the fuck up.
So now he's an informant now.
He ain't now been an informant. He been an informant. You know I've been consistent on this.
Where you get that from? That makes absolutely no sense.
Anybody, bro, that can be around all of these people that end up dead, in prison, okay, broke, or just totally fucking
they're not bringing up
and hold up. You have not ended up in prison and nobody's touched you yet, You must be under some kind of protection.
They are not bringing up him killing anybody in the case.
I got probably like about like 8 homies that die around me, my nigga. That doesn't mean nothing. People just die.
But listen, nobody, they're not bringing up any of that in the case. They're only bringing up the Cassie stuff. So I would say that Poppy is right to a certain extent that the fact that they started investigating this particular RICO based on Cassie's civil lawsuit, and that's what opened it up. Now, have they been investigating him? Yes, they investigate all hip hop artists. They stay around them. The feds stay infiltrating the hip hop world because they know there's a lot of like illegal activity, drugs, sex, all that stuff, like human trafficking, all that stuff, and they tie it to that.
It's the same thing with Hollywood. It's
same
a money
thing. Yes, exactly. And the thing is that Diddy did not learn how to be a freak until I believe that it was a combination of Clive Davis and his raising and his.
I'm gonna let all of your black asses in on a secret. Okay, you hit billionaire status tomorrow. I guarantee you, the Fed start investigating you tomorrow.
Facts.
And you want to know why Diddy? You know why Diddy actually is actually in this fucked up situation?
Not just billionaire. The moment that they give you millions of dollars, the moment that they reclaim
the only reason why Diddy in this drama is because he went after
getting a bunch of money. They got to put the cops on. Sorry.
He went after Diageo. He went after the Ciroc boys. Then Ciroc people gave that man $250 million check. Now they're making him bleed. They're making that nigga bleed right now.
Exactly. Man, y'all gotta stop blaming the big. Y'all gotta stop blaming the big boogeyman in the sky, man. We gotta stop doing that dumb shit. The reason why Diddy is getting locked up is because he put his hands on that girl. If he didn't put his hands on that girl, he would still be over here with Ciroc and trying to get his money in his big ass mansion in New York.
That's just they only use that right there to get people on their side. Yeah. That's the reason why they put that video up. It's to get people on their side. They needed something to agitate the public.
Let me ask you this. Don't you think about it, bro? I want you to use your logic, bro. Think about it. These people, then Ciroc boys, Diageo, that's the name of the company, Diageo. They make that man a billionaire. He was making good money in music, but the real money's in the liquor shit. That's when that man took off. Don't you think that liquor company knew everything that Diddy was up to, bro? They knew how he was getting down. They knew about the goddamn freakers. They knew about he whooping that hole at the hotel. They knew all of that. Hold on, bro, please. Yo, the goddamn the video that he whooping on that woman for some odd reason ended up on CNN, my nigga. How do you think that she ended up over there, bro? Usually the person that got those kind of tape, they go to TNC. They go to TNC. They get Diddy's a big deal. They can get $300,000 for the video like that, man. Easy. That's life-changing money right there.
That's $1 million right there, bro. You selling that one low. You know you got that tape.
No. You don't even know that video. Hold on, that video was not from the hotel. Hold on, that video was not even from the hotel. That video was because the guy showed it to his friend, and the friend recorded the video on his cell phone, and he had the only copy of the video to show it to his wife.
I'm just saying,
that is why that video exists.
No, if you got that video, you ain't selling that for less than $1 million. I know I'm not. Come on.
He sold it. My point, he paid the man for the video.
He got 100,000. He paid 100,000 by the things they made a copy. You see what I'm saying? So that's my point. This is my point. Them people's hiding tapes too, bro. They know exactly how Diddy was getting down the whole time. Then people put in case on that man, bro. They just using the whole Cassie shit like, oh my God. Nigga, they don't give a fuck about them bros, nigga. As soon as this man got out of line, oh, here, take this with you, bro.
Man.
No, I don't even think it's like that. I think the whole thing is a psyop because they're trying to pass other laws. What they're trying to do is pass laws to like kind of hold get everybody. Same thing with all these things are like just passing of laws. They're setting precedents. They're setting all these legal precedents, and when they set the legal precedents, then everybody else could be tried the same way. And then on top of that, the whole time that they're like pushing this whole thing, there's all kind of other laws that's being passed beneath the scenes that everybody's not even paying attention to, like the big beautiful bill. And then now you have Elon Musk and Trump arguing, and there's other laws being passed because the media is really controlling how we're looking at stuff, and we're not even paying attention to the bills and shit that's being passed. Because we're looking at Diddy trial. We're not looking at bills and stuff that's going by. They just like did a $10,000 thing from. It's 100% true. It's all a psyop. Because why is this like dominating the airwaves? Because they know that.
Well, I mean, it's a big trial, man. Just like the OJ trial handled shit, man. It's
right, but they just happen to open up a bill that or a law that allowed for this to even happen in a certain time when they're. I think all this have to do with.
What are you talking about? The Survivors Act with the Sybil's case? Is that what you're talking about?
The whole that whole act. This whole thing is really a psychological operation. They're just using. He's just a fall guy. There's deeper things going on that got to do with like elections and all this other stuff. But because we're so focused on Diddy, we're not seeing the overplay for the underplay where even Trump got elected versus Kamala, because we see that Elon Musk just admitted that the only reason why she got elected
let me say this
was because he paid X amount of money. So
Genesis, let me say this. I don't know if it's a psyops. I don't got 100% proof, but a lot of these high profile cases, a lot of shit that happened like this, laws are changed after these shit or during these shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's too far for us to even think that shit. You know,
that's another tab in the
they have. Listen, they have a $10 billion. Okay, you know that Elon Musk have that thing over there in Memphis that's suffocating everybody, right? Are y'all aware of that? The that whole like AI plant. They just passed a law during this whole thing that nobody knows about. That's going to open up a plant in Richland County, Louisiana. $10 billion from Meta to open up an AI plant. And Elon Musk was able to push his thing through without even like getting any kind of like EPA like thing or nothing.
He had permission to fire all them motherfuckers. So there was a bunch of shit that he might have.
So we're everybody's focused on this, like Wag the Dog. You go watch this movie called Wag the Dog. While everything else is happening in the media, over here is what's really happening. The fact that Elon Musk just admitted that Trump was going to lose the election and everything, that just went over everybody's heads. They're more focused on Trump was part of the Burning part of the
videos. He's on the
Epstein video. They didn't even see the part where he said that the reason why Trump won the election was because of him. And now he's about to give money to the Democratic Party. So all of this is really going on to flood the media with bullshit.
But doesn't this prove the stupidity of people, right? Because damn well you stuck with Donald Trump for the next goddamn 4 years, no matter what the fuck you do. Okay, unless some bitch croaks or some shit, but you're stuck with his ass. He's not gonna run again. He's already won. It's over. So that's it. Let
me tell you how crazy it is.
Why wouldn't you be paying attention to what he's doing? Because there is no getting him out of there.
Let me tell you,
there is no other election. Like he doesn't have to win another election, so you should be paying attention to what he's doing because it's going to be.
Let me show you how consorted this whole thing is. When you go, because I'm about to go up there to the actual courthouse and everything myself. When you go there, the mainstream media is on the left hand side with tents. All the content creators are part of the general public, but they are actually becoming more popular by being there, reporting on the trial. But they are part of when they come into the courtroom as a general public. They're on one side, the real media is on the other with tents and everything set up a certain way with electricity. They go through a whole nother door than the actual general public and content creators. So but the main sources of the information are coming from the content creators, not the news. That's why you see all these content creators on the news. Why is that? Because the content creators are flooding the entire internet with the Diddy trial. Meanwhile, all this other stuff is going on underneath the scenes. Laws, bills, the big, beautiful bill. If this whole trial wasn't going on, don't you think people would probably be paying more attention that this bill is going to be passed?
No, absolutely not.
They pass a big, beautiful bill during this whole thing, and we just found out about this shit. Like what?
No,
the big, beautiful bill.
No, I think that us trying to blame the media for the lack of intelligence, or well, not the lack of intelligence, it's the lack of finding, I guess, more important things important. Is insane. It's not because the media. If these people didn't have a phone, they'll probably just be looking at a tree all day instead of looking at the news and stuff. It's just because they're not interested. It's to me, it's not really because of some media brainwashing. It's just because these people are not interested. They don't care about Donald Trump.
Yeah. I was gonna say you got a world of information.
But you got to remember though, more people would be on social media than the news and stuff like that.
Yeah, nobody watches TV.
You know what I'm saying? And instead of seeing what's going on social media, because social media do have the news, social media is actually more flooded with the explosive stories and shit.
Because and all the news outlets are interviewing the social media content creators that are over there. You had, like I said, if you look at the actual videos, you'll see the news stations on one side, tents, everything set up. Who are they interviewing? The people on the other side that are content, so-called YouTube content creators that are going inside the courtroom. But they're inside the courtroom too. Why do they need to interview them? You understand what I'm saying?
But it's not just because of some nefarious shit. Because nowadays most people don't even trust the news and shit like that.
No, it is nefarious. Let me tell you why it's nefarious. Because what they're doing is they're flooding information. So you have all these. I don't want to say their names, but I'm just saying you have all these people that are like, I mean, just, and then the news is just giving them more validity. You know what I'm saying? So you have a person that's not even a reporter that is reporting on the trial, and they're on the news, and then they're using these people to actually give you information on what's happening in the trial. So it's like they're not even a real reporter or a journalist, but they get like a spotlight on the news, which validates what they're saying. You understand what I'm saying? So people that are probably not like YouTubers or whatever, that's a way. So the YouTube people are going to see their favorite YouTube content creator, but the people that are not YouTubers are getting the information from YouTubers when they don't get on YouTube. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
that's my point, right? And that's what whoever was just talking last was saying too. Like, that's the stupidity of people. You got a world of information at your fingertips. It's up to you what comes up in your feed, your algorithm, and what the hell you watch. So if you choose to listen to misinformation, disinformation, half truths, or just a bunch of people being interviewed, this is why most of us don't watch local news. Because we know
not most of the people that watch YouTube, but the people who watch local news,
we know what they're going to show us, know who they're going to interview
on YouTube.
I'm just saying, we know they're going to interview the dumbest person that can't speak no damn English and all of this other stuff, and it's kind of been sold. They're going to tell us the worst shit going on in the damn community. Because that's how they get their rating.
No. You have not been watching the Diddy trial.
I'm saying I'm talking about local news or most news. Like, most people know not to watch it at this point because they know what's going to be there. So the same rules apply with mainstream media news. Most people know not to watch it, or a lot of people know not to watch it because they know what's going to be there. So just like somebody said earlier, I can't blame the media for what it is that they're showing and what people are consuming, because it's really up to us.
You got a 100%. That's why Trump had the whole fake news thing. He had a whole thing called fake news.
World of information at our fingertips.
So you're not hearing me, bro. You are not hearing me.
They're talking to their sheeps. They understand the majority of this world is full of sheeps, and what they're doing is broadcasting to the sheeps. And hopefully they get enough sheeps to follow their propaganda. That's all the media is doing. They're doing their job.
And by the way, sheep, plural, singular sheep, plural sheep.
Everybody's too worried about impressing others.
And this Trump and Elon Musk whole like argument is like right now what they're doing is because there's too much attention on the Diddy trial. They want to put attention on to them. Now they want to be in the whole thing. Meanwhile, they're still pushing like laws through.
The double plural.
Yeah, but at this point, we're talking about algorithms, and the people push that. The people push that. The viewer, the consumer is what's pushing that. So the Diddy trial is getting pushed because people are pushing the Diddy trial. That's what a bunch of people want to do content on, and that's what the algorithm is pushing. That other stuff that you were talking about, the algorithm ain't pushing it because people don't give a fuck about things that are actually important to them. They give a fuck about the details of the Diddy trial. They want to hear about the baby oil.
Trial did not exist. If the Diddy trial did not exist, we would be talking about the big beautiful bill. That's what I'm talking about. We would not be talking about the Diddy trial, and we would not be talking about Elon Musk and Trump having a Twitter debate. Hold on, listen. Elon Musk and Trump are having a Twitter debate, right? Oh, I don't like you. I don't like you. He had a black eye. We're not. Meanwhile, bills are getting passed. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Is that this whole everything is a psychological operation? When you see a bunch of people talking about one thing at the same time, this whole thing is an actual
now event. But Genesis nowadays, all people have to do, Genesis, is just hit a notification bell if they want this information. a subscribe, a like here and there, and it starts coming up in their algorithm. They choose not
But
to
wait
watch.
a minute. This is not.
Everybody's not on YouTube.
We gotta be genuine, right? Most people is not typing in what most people that view content, whether it be TV, YouTube, Netflix, they're not typing in. They're scrolling and clicking on what catch their eye, bro. They're not going in and searching for specific shit. People is so this is why people get enticed by the hype shit, the explosive shit. Because ain't nobody going and typing. Some people gonna type in this shit, but most people is scrolling and clicking on what they see on in the algorithm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And can I just say, listen, Keon, hold on, because let me just say this. I was at the park today with my child, right? And I met a young woman who she don't even get on the internet like that. She hears whatever's going on by people that's telling her what's happening. And whatever they say about the Diddy trial, that's what she know. Right? Because what she says, I don't watch that, I don't really know, whatever. So, but she probably, I would imagine she's about 51 years old. She probably watched the news about what's going on here or there. But the main thing I'm trying to tell you is that is to assume that everybody is like clicking the algorithm and getting their information, but everybody's not on the internet. Some people are just like living their lives and just like whatever.
And DJ Genesis, even the people who's on the internet, a lot of them still use their TV on the internet. That's one. And two, a lot of people got trained. The TV taught us to not search for information. Just scroll through the channels, bro. So now when we on social media, most of the time we scrolling through. Only when you got something specific to do, then you type it in the search bar to find that shit. Other than that, you scrolling through and you clicking on what is on your home page, what is in your algorithm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you should always do your research, and that's where people fail at. They'll say they'll only watch one news network, but you got to kind of watch both of them because they're just giving the opinion that the network execs want them to provide. But you also got to look at the article, the main article that they're speaking of, and it'll say something completely different. But we all like to just do 40 seconds of this, 40 seconds of that, and that's the truth, and that's the problem.
Yeah, but again, like, I'm not gonna blame the media because of people's lack of a thirst for knowledge.
I'm not blaming the media. I'm just letting people know that they're being a part of a psyop and that understand what a psychological operation is. Understand when you are being manipulated through the media, whether it be
I would agree with that.
Whether it be YouTube, the algorithm, whatever, because you don't know whether people at YouTube are saying push more Diddy content, push more Elon Trump content. You don't know what they're doing in the back end to make it so even though that you are looking for a certain thing, you're still seeing Diddy, you're still seeing Elon Musk versus Trump, you're still seeing, but you're not seeing the great big bill. You're not seeing they just passed a bill in Louisiana for a $10 billion facility that is going to destroy the grid, that people's electricity are going off. Do you guys really know that this actual facility is going to put so much load on the grid that even right now as they're building it, that people's electricity is going on and off in Louisiana? That type of stuff. That's the type of things that all this type of stuff is really going to affect our grid, the electrical grid. When they put all these AI plants out here just to push AI because they're trying to compete against China and different countries to make the best AI before they do, that our grid
what it is people got to learn how to start watching and listening to the things that actually aggravates them as well. If it aggravates them, they turn it off. If it's something they don't like, they don't view it.
True.
They're never gonna actually get the full perspective of the thing or even generate their own opinion on it, because they only focus on the things that they like, and that's not a way to walk around on this planet, to be honest.
It's not a good way to grow either. Just focusing on shit that you like. That's kind of like childish.
Oh, and also, witch doctor, you can use sheeps if it's different species. If it's different species, you could use that as the plural. But if it's the same species, you could just say sheep.
Well, I just wanted to fuck with you on the grammar shit. You got it.
Yeah, I just want to go ahead and at least just throw this out. Because again, the us blaming the big spooky boogeyman in the sky is just we got to stop doing that. It's not.
Genesis is probably the only one blaming the boogeyman.
I'm not blaming the boogeyman in the sky. I'm telling y'all is what the real underplay for it's not the boogeyman in the sky. this is
wake
real.
up.
Like
Well,
what do you mean that you trying to say that there's some?
well, okay.
I'm not
Wait a
talking about
minute
like
before
Jesus
you
or
go on
God or
another tangent.
whatever.
Wait a minute before you go on another
I'm not
tangent. Let
saying
me
that.
just let me get let me get out. Okay. We need to stop with the boogeyman thing in the sky. We got to stop doing that. These people, the reasoning why we're seeing Diddy is because people want to see Diddy. It's because people are searching about Diddy. It's because people are looking up Diddy
So wait
cases.
a minute.
It's
So you're
just that
gonna sit
simple.
here and say that the media is not, because low key, if you just sit back and look at the shit, bro, the media is dragging Diddy through the court of public opinion, bro. Like I don't know
Not
if
only
it's
I
a
that,
mean,
fam,
yeah.
collective
Diddy and the
effort,
ice raids.
but it's crazy because why do we know so much? Why does baby oil keep being a thing? Like what the that
Because
like,
people are
bro?
interested, brother. If you had your okay, wait a minute. If you had an Instagram account right now, right? If you had an Instagram account that's supposed to be a news account, what would you put on there right now? Would you put on the fact that you had a billion in your with your audience? Think about your audience. Would you put on there the big deal, the big beautiful deal, or would you put on there the Diddy trial?
If I'm
But
the
the big
biggest, wait a
because the
minute,
bill came
wait a
after, like
minute. Let me answer
underneath
that question, right?
Keon,
If I was the
let me
biggest
ask you a
news,
question,
if I was
Keon.
the biggest news channel, I would have put out what was gonna be informative to the people because all of the smaller news channel is looking up to what I put out. And this why you seen this shit. The biggest news channel, them niggas controlling that shit, bro. And the other smaller news channels, like, damn, the people watching this, let me play this shit anyway. You know what I'm saying?
And Keon, they're being controlled because right now, if you was to go to MSNBC and they talk and they promote Trump for president, those people are going to get fired. That's proof that they're being
No,
controlled.
because of their audience.
If you was to
Because
go to
because
Fox,
you
if
built
you was
no
to
no
go,
no. It's because you built
if you was to
no no.
go on Fox
Wait a minute.
Bro,
News,
It's
you
because
naive if you think the news is not controlled, bro. You
have
naive
you
if
ever
you think
seen
the
those
news.
videos where they show a
they go
bunch
to
of
MSNBC
newscasts? Hold on, Keon. You have not
Keon, you
seen the
never
video
seen when
where
they show
it's
all
called
the news showing the
you
same
can't do
shit,
it.
bro?
thank you.
You can't do it. You
Saying
can't
the
do it.
same script,
News
same
is not
script.
going to promote
Like they
Democrats.
actually line them
And
up, and there's like
Let me
100 of them saying the
MSNBC is
same
not
because
going
they're
to
script.
talking
promote
about the
scripted.
same
That's what
thing.
you
I
got to
mean, what
get.
else do you need to say that's
Right,
different if it's the
but
same
listen,
subject?
Scripted.
is who is writing this
Those who
script?
believe,
How
wait a
are they
minute.
Who
all able to
that
say
they're
cares?
the
on,
same
Who
who
exact
believe
thing?
cares?
that
Where you can
they're
like
on their
Wait a
own
minute, because
accord,
true
they're
true
just
OG
saying
agrees with
some stuff.
Keon. He says no manipulation. People can watch what they
What
like.
they
He also said
exactly?
niggas really hate accountability is motherfucking
and niggas.
scary.
Not only watch it, but they can.
Let's let True to the motherfucking stage. What up, bro?
Bro, we gonna sit here and act like we can't look off, we can't log off, we can't close
Not
our
the
eyes.
sheets.
I show
Not
y'all
the
examples
sheets.
of this every time I'm on these panels. I come up here, somebody starts talking some weird shit, I hit the X. So
So
the
let me
thing
ask you.
is, we this Diddy shit, people seeking that shit. Yes, the news put out what they want you to know. But the power of free will is that you ain't gotta watch it.
You know what I think is half and half true. Because look at
Yes,
this, right? These people look, because even what Manosphere was saying, the sheep, right? The sheeps. If you think of it, the sheep is the majority. The sheep is always gonna be the majority. Sure, they're gonna get a couple of people that's gonna seek out information what they want. But like sure, they're gonna get some of us that's gonna check out certain type of music. But the majority of people is listening to what the majority of people is listening to.
but that's still on the sheep. Because you got the right, you got just as you a sheep, you have the power to be a wolf. You chose to be a sheep. See, it's all about choice. It ain't on nobody because we ain't robots and we all got free will.
Yeah, nobody
So
disagree with you on that.
if the news put the shit out, you choose to watch it. Because there's a bunch of shit that go out that I haven't watched. You know what I haven't watched? A single episode of no baddie show. I haven't watched nothing on Zeus. I don't watch Tyler Perry movies, and I don't watch BET at all. But that shit is constantly put out. But I don't choose to consume it because I got free will. So it doesn't matter what the media put out when you have the power to consume what you want to or not. So it's on you. If you stuck on
But
fuck
don't
shit,
you think pointing out that
I,
they putting out some shit is helping other people to execute
them
their
niggas gonna
free
watch what
will.
they want to watch.
Which doctor? Go ahead and play that video. I want to show so people understand that they being manipulated and that they all saying the same shit.
Go ahead, Manosphere, and in the meantime, I'm pulling your video up on Genesis.
Yeah, Truth. I agree with you, Truth, because they do got the power to do so, but they, for some strange reason, they don't actually exercise that power. So they remain.
Want to blame the man. It sounds like some JP level shit, and over here to JP, but the mysterious man ain't doing shit. Nigga, you got your phone. You can watch literally anything and everything you want. I don't watch film.
They brain stop at 40 seconds, Truth.
I don't want to watch.
Brain stop at 40 seconds, and then it resets. The brain stop at 40 seconds of content, then it resets.
I never watched Cynthia G. I never watched her, heard about her, never watched her because it's not for me and I don't want to. It's so easy not to watch shit that don't serve you. But then we want to act like the goddamn man got some kind of chip in our head or got some kind of mutant Professor X mind control powers and making us watch shit. No, nigga, y'all like the shit. And that's your choice and your right. Y'all like the salacious shit. It gets the people going. It's controversial. It's polarizing. It gets the people going. Niggas like that shit. That's why reality TV so big. That's why all that fuck shit so big. That's why Housewives of Atlanta got fucking 18 fucking seasons. It's just middle-aged bitches fighting and splashing drinks on each other.
Like
how old are you, True OG? Don't
energy.
you know there's a whole generation of people that are not on YouTube and not on IG that are just watching the news? Could you please play what's on the news?
146. Think I don't watch the news?
Right. But I'm trying.
None of that matters.
Wait, hold on. Be quiet. Watch this.
Communities.
They're all going to say the same thing.
Communities. Eastern Iowa communities.
Mid-Michigan communities.
We are extremely proud of the quality, balanced journalism that CBS 4 News produces.
But we are concerned about troubling, irresponsible, one-sided news stories
plaguing our country.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
The sharing of biased and
false news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets publish these things simply aren't true without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
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 This is
what the hell? What the hell?
None of that matters.
Well, that's how they
none of that matters.
The
none of that matters because none of that takes away free will. Not only do you not have to watch that shit, you also have the power in the will to go do deeper research.
But you just said that you watch the news.
I watch the news, but I don't fucking let it control me. If I see something that don't make sense,
why would every news? Why would every?
Because you got to do your own research. Free will.
That's not the point. Why would every news station say the exact same thing in the same cadence to where they can sync it up?
Because they know niggas lazy.
Because it was a script.
So let's get back to my original point: is that these same news stations have now started to incorporate content creators.
You're using the word lazy, Truth, and I'm using the word sheep. We both saying the same thing, Truth. You just choose to use the word lazy. I'm choosing sheep. We're saying the same thing.
Sheeps be lazy. They just sit around and graze the fucking grass. Just like my college.
We saying the same thing.
One of the main things I learned in college, and I'll take that shit to my grave, and I wish everybody understand the average citizen is a moron. All the things I learned, my college professor said that in the political science class, the average citizen is a moron. And that's just the truth. I get it. The stuff is out there. Yes, the media, Fox and CNN, all those different things, they push different agendas. Something can happen. You'll see CNN talking about it from one perspective. You'll see Fox talking about it from a different perspective. But you're supposed to know that unless you fucking slow. Therefore, since you see two people talking about the same thing differently, it's up to you to get the research and find out what the real truth is. But most people just hop on whatever one leans more towards their particular narrative. And then when they get bad information, they want to blame the man. But you can't blame the man when we all got fucking supercomputers in our pocket.
But what about the people that don't know how to operate? What about the people that's older? You're only speaking from your perspective because you're a certain age that was in the middle between when that technology came into play and where it is now.
Well, the old people ain't really voting and worry about that shit. They trying not to die. Okay.
Hey, Red Pill, did you get the shot? Red Pill, did you get the shot?
Of course not.
Okay, see, so I'm selling like all these people that got fooled into getting the shot, you know, and shit. So they're victims.
Got fooled? What are you talking about? Fooled? Come on, brother. Like, let's not.
We got pushed. They got pushed everywhere.
I ain't
get
that.
Most people that's old and I know got the shot. And they all suffering from congestive heart failure.
And I
so
had,
y'all need to befriend some elders, and you'll see how this whole media manipulation is really happening. And the fact that we're over here thinking that, oh no, it's just an algorithm. You just gotta change, just hit this button, and you ain't gotta like it won't send you the same information. Well, guess what? There's people. There's an older generation.
Can the media make you watch anything?
The boomers got
Can the media make you watch something?
You don't forget that we were actually.
Can
you
the media
forget the fact that there was a time where we would watch TV until it went off.
Can the media?
There was a time where we would just watch TV and the TV would go off and it would be like playing.
You're not answering the question.
Can the media make you watch something?
You watch any? Well, no, it can't make you watch anything. It would make you.
Okay, then
it can make you believe something.
But can they? It can. No, you have to. No. You have to choose to believe.
Millions believe get the shot.
The media can't make you believe something because it can't control your mind. If I tell you a lie, I can't make you believe my lie. You have to choose to believe my lie.
And this is the problem, right? Because this is the problem with the misinformation, right? Wait, DJ. This is the problem with the misinformation that they was talking about in the video, right? Because this is clearly something that you can just look up. This is something that you can literally just Google real quick. The reasoning why they had multiple news stations literally doing the same script because they was owned by the same broadcasting company. They was owned by Sinclair Broadcasting Group, which sent out the same script to tell them to say on their newscasting stations. That's this again. All you gotta do is just look up the information, man. We do not have to sit here and
everybody's not sitting up there looking up the information. They're just watching the news, and they don't know. If I'm in North Carolina and I'm not an internet person, all I see is
on them
news, and I'm getting told this, and it's okay.
If you believe,
the point is just like how I looked up, just like how I looked. Wait a minute. Just like how I looked up.
The actual dangers of the sheep is actually being judged by
this nigga can talk about sheep.
Damn,
bro.
So when those sheep are on the jury, and they're sitting there making, you're judging your faith. That's the problem. That's why the fake news is an issue. That's why people following what they say becomes a big issue. So that's the problem. And that's why so many people speak about, ending that saga. But it's hard because a lot of people want to be sheep.
All right, thank you for that intermediate and interrupting me to say that. Thank you, brother. But anyway, like I was saying though, DJ Genesis, just like I just did with this situation, I can look up the information easily with my phone. I looked it up on my phone, literally, just to verify.
But how old are you? And when did you? What generation?
You can ask me that.
I'm like 21 years old. You're a young guy.
What about the older generation that ain't?
Ask me that after I am done. God damn. At the end of the day, whether you're old, young, middle-aged, blue, purple, or yellow, it doesn't matter. Your choice to be able to look up the information or just accept it for face value is up to you. You got to have accountability for yourself. We got to stop doing this boogeyman scary stuff. It doesn't exist. People are not trying to make you feel bad. Go ahead.
I think the panel is being a little extreme because two things could be right? Sure, it could be because we all adults. But that's not to say that our choices can be influenced or persuaded. You know what I'm saying? Sure, we adults. Sure, we could search up shit. But a lot of people watch shit on their TV. Sure, some TVs got the mic you could put on it, but it's more convenient. Like people who watch shit on their computer is the majority of people doing research too. Then comes the people who watch this shit on their phone. But the majority of people who using their TV, they're not researching shit. They're going as was on the homepage, bro.
You're right. People can be manipulated, but all we saying is that that's the choice they made. It wasn't no major conspiracy. They chose to not seek further knowledge. They chose to believe the first thing they said. They chose to get easily manipulated. The media didn't make them believe nothing. They chose to. All we talking about is just the free will of choice that all humans have that we like to eliminate when we get into our victim mode as Black people or humans in general.
This is
yes, the media does put out false information. The media does try to make people think and see things a certain way, but you got the free will not to. You don't have to follow. I swear to God, you don't. You just don't.
So what about, okay, so remember back in the day when QVC was around, do you know the majority of the people that bought things off of QVC were elderly people? Now we're just so caught up in our own lives as people probably middle-aged and younger that we're not understanding that there was a whole generation that all they did was watch TV. They did not get on a device at any point. The devices came out, now they're trying to figure out how to use them, and trying to figure out how to like do research on them. But they had books. They had actual real literal things they could like pick up and go through and do the research on them. Now, those books, you know what I'm saying? You got to wait for someone to write a book based on that to find out what the information is. So I think that we have been, and the same thing is even happening even when we think about this trial, is that there, even with the trial, it's like he came from a time frame where all those freaky things he was doing, that was just everyday entertainment shit. But we're looking at it and say, oh my God, that's terrible. He had a hijab on while he was jaying off in the corner, and it was baby oil and candles. I mean, that ain't nothing compared to the stuff that was going on in New York. New York was wild as hell in that during that time. That was like, that's a nothing. Listen, swinger parties are disgusting. If you actually been to one, and I've been to several because I'm a DJ and I've DJ'd them, I know swinger party, it goes down at them. So like what he did, I'm like, that ain't
Detroit. How many jobs you got? You don't just on this one live screen, you don't thinking like 5, 6, 7 jobs.
Well, my name is DJ Genesis Detroit. So my first thing was I was actually in the military, was a DJ and a software engineer. You know what I'm saying? So
okay.
Yeah, and now I'm a landlord and I'm own business and this at the other. You know, I'm a Gemini. I got like all type of things I do, but I'm just trying to say is that like we are so caught up into what we know now, and now we're gonna say, well, no, if you don't know how to do X, Y, Z, then it's all your fault. And it's like, well, no, there's people out here that came up in a generation where, like I said, the TV went turned off at some point. There was
we ain't talking about those people. Senior citizens.
So, like you're saying, forget them.
Senior citizens. Can I finish what I'm saying? Senior citizens are out the way. They had their run. When we talking about that, we're not talking about them, because when I turn 70, I'm gonna be out the way. They are out the way. The primary people that this stuff affect, they younger. Straight up, this stuff, they'll be gone for a lot of this stuff coming to place. They out the way. It's people 18 and up, people at that voting range, and doing all those things. They the ones that need to be paying attention to this shit. Hell, I'm 46. I'm pretty much down there out the way, to be honest. So it's like, and those people I'm talking about definitely know how to use this technology. Man, these people, if you were to take the average person phone, because I got an iPhone, a lot of y'all might do too, and you can see what apps you be on the most. It shows you. And it shows you what apps and what websites and what you spend most of your time on searching. And I best believe you grab 100 people's phone, and most of that'll be on some bullshit. The most Google shit out there right now is porn, social media, social media, and something else. It's the most searched things daily. People spend 8 to 12 hours gaming sometimes daily. People ain't trying to find no research. The media don't have to keep this information from people. People don't even seek it. That's all my point. It's no big conspiracy. The media don't have to do this.
Can you please show my screen real quick what I'm trying to show?
Because people
don't. On a video, it's just the information. Because he's saying that they don't matter and they're just off the map. But you know what? There's 75% of the people that are 65 and older vote. 45 to 64, 71. It goes down the younger you get. So my thing is that like these are the ones that are like the ones that are 45 and older are the ones kind of like influencing the laws that are going on in this country. And
Well,
so
if they voting,
Your
they
vote
need
doesn't
to be
even
doing
matter though.
research. They need to be doing research if they're voting. If they're voting without research, then they some irresponsible voters.
Or the news outlets could be more not be reading a script and telling them what to think of. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's a choice
Probably
they
some
made.
people watching Fox News, some people watching MSNBC. Bottom line is that you're saying, oh no, it's just on them and they didn't do it. But bottom line, if they're not used to like getting on the computer and doing that because
You know they weren't. You know, computers been around since the 70s, right? These people ain't been old their whole life. I think they know how to type. Computers ain't new. If a person's 65 now, they had a computer for half their fucking life. And cell phones for another
half of them can barely use a
years.
smartphone.
I had my first cell phone in what? In the 90s. What are we talking about here?
Yeah, and
Most of them
another
have
thing
flip
too, Genesis, you
old
have to
people
put into
not
account that
technologically
18 to the
retarded.
24 range, right? The 18 to the 24 range is a bigger demographic than the people in that 64 years older. You know what I mean? Like that is what well, I don't know the actual numbers, but I'm gonna assume that there's way more 18 to 24-year-olds versus 65-year-olds. So even with the 51% of the 18 to 24-year-olds, I'm pretty sure that's still way more than the 74% of the 65-year-olds. Just
Prime
based off
example, when I'm 65, I'm gonna be able to use all the Adobe Cloud. I'm going to be able to record audiobooks. I'm gonna be able to, because I can do it now. So it's like the people that 65 now, they not as low tech as our grandfathers when they were 65. These people that 65 now had technology when they were 30 and 40. They had smartphones and phones and laptops and computers. So they know how to Google search. Google been around for a very long time. So the people
we have all this technology and we still
that
can't get the message out.
they know how to do all this shit. That's my own point.
Younger voters generally vote at lower rates than older voters. So even though you're saying that younger people vote and they have a larger span of people, the older people that are in like from 40 and up are the ones that influence the vote more.
But you missed my whole point of that. They still got the capacity to get the real information, and that's all I'm talking about. So older, young, whatever.
Man, listen, Trump don't even sign the bills. Do you guys even know that when Trump signs, it's an actual thing that automatically signs the bill for him? Even the pen is electric and signs the bill, and all he has to do is hold it and it just signs the bill. You guys don't even know that a lot of the stuff is just really like you think there's something's going on, there's something else happening the whole time.
I did.
You're trying to say that okay, well, you just do the research, and they should just do the research and find out what it is. Fix your algorithm to make sure that you're not getting the wrong information. And half of these people can't even turn on a computer all the way and figure out how to do stuff without somebody helping them. The younger people.
Y'all want to know what the newest mental illness going on around in this country? It's conspiracy theory. Conspiracy theory has become the latest mental illness, and it's really prevalent in the Black community.
I'm not talking conspiracy theory. I'm talking about what's really going on with the elderly.
We see boogeyman and shadows in the darkness every time something come out. I mean, a person can't even get in shape without being called a clone in the Black community. Am I lying and I'm making this shit up? No, I'm not. Gucci Man was a clone. Kodak Black was a clone.
Good point. Even when you do research, you can still to arrive to
Jamie Foxx was a clone. Jamie Foxx, Diddy had Jamie Foxx killed. All this boogeyman everywhere.
So, all right, do some research, Keon, right? So now Google the search engine is ran by AI, and AI hallucinates. So you do some research on AI. AI gonna give you what you're looking for based on what you ask. So can you really trust the actual search? So you're saying that you need to start searching and doing some more research. But if you don't know how to actually prompt the actual search engine of AI, you're gonna get back what you're looking for. You're not gonna get back exactly the correct information.
Oh my goodness! Like what? Give me an example, DJ. Like what? What can I type in right now that I won't get the information that I'm looking for? It'll just be I guess BS.
First of all, you have to understand. First of all,
wait, let me help you out there, DJ Genesis, right? You could ask AI the questions in 2 different ways and get 2 different answers.
Okay, what's the question? I'm gonna ask it.
Shit. I don't know. Think of a random question, and I could think of another way you could ask it, and it'll give you something different.
Well, that happens in real life, though. It's up to us to answer good questions. Because y'all ever heard the phrase, you ask stupid questions, you get stupid answers. So to get a smart answer, you have to ask the smart and appropriate
So
question.
why would you
like
base everything based on a search engine that cannot give you the correct answer?
No, you have to be smart enough to ask the smart question.
Right.
Question.
So imagine a person that's not really versed in how to do that, and then they're trusting in what this bot is saying. I have been on AI. And it's told me one thing, retarded. And then I actually, no, I'm not saying that they're retarded. I'm just saying I'm a software engineer. This is what I do for a living. And I can ask the AI to do this one. Hell, I'm in a conscious community. I've had debates with people about religion, right? I can type in one thing and it'll give me it, but then it won't give me a source. And then I say, okay, give me the source of the information. The AI will say, oops, sorry, didn't have that. Maybe I was wrong about that. I've had the AI come back and say, well, oops, maybe I was wrong. There is no source that says that. And I'm like, what? So I'm over here debating something with the AI. And guess what? When they say, hey, find the source of that information, they don't have the actual real article to back it up. They're going on whatever. I don't even know what AI is doing. So AI can do this thing called hallucination. You cannot just trust what the AI is doing. And the majority of searches are using AI to give you your feedback. Google has AI search. So
that's why you don't go
you
to
cannot
one
blame it on, you can't blame it on well, you just got to do more research. Well,
you're using exceptions. Yes, what you're saying can happen, but the vast majority of the times when you Google something or you search something or you chat GP a specific question, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get the right answer. And if it's off or it look questionable, just re-ask the questions in another way, because just like in real life, sometimes your question be fucked up and it gets you the wrong answer. Because people do that all the time on here. They ask questions on here and then they be like, you didn't answer my question. But the problem was that they weren't trying to answer your question. It was that your question wasn't formatted properly. So if it can happen in real life in casual verbal conversation, of course it can happen through AI. But but also you don't go to one source when you're researching something unless it don't matter to you. So if you just Google some shit, got the answer, and then you want to get on your soapbox and go hard, you should have did more thorough and detailed research. When y'all write colleges and paper, you don't use one source to write your whole 15-page essay. You cite several sources, multiple sources, as many as possible. Sometimes the professors will tell you to have a certain number of sources to cite. So you just got to practice that. But we get the first thing we hear and then we run with it. Like I remember when that Carmelo Anthony stuff was going on, everybody's making 1,000 shows about it. The people involved in that, their height and weight kept fluctuating so much. Carmelo kept getting smaller and skinnier, and the other guy got bigger and bigger till he was fucking 6'4", 300 pounds. It just was getting bad. Next thing you know, Carmelo 5'11", 80 pounds. It was just, people were just saying shit. But if you Google their names, go look at their football stuff, you can get accurate height and measurements of these guys. But nobody, yeah. So we fucked. It's stupid. It is what it is.
And I will say this, is that, like I said, when it really comes down to this whole trial, I don't care what Keon says or what anybody says, this whole thing is a psyop. It's meant to like keep our minds busy while they pass stuff underneath. And I don't care what nobody says. That's what I see. I don't see nothing else.
Hey, can't argue against somebody who's stuck on their ways, you know.
Yeah, a man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. Shouts out to the dude who wrote the book How to Win Friends and Influence People.
I gave up trying to convince people too long on things anyway, because once I saw that people can't even define what a woman is, or people can't just admit that it's only 2 genders, because all the sex that was ever had on this planet amongst humans was either with a man or a woman, a woman or a woman, or a man or a man. And all those three different things I just made was still either man or woman involved.
I mean, women are putting like they're having sex with inanimate objects at this point. You know, cucumbers.
Well, that's not
the vibrators.
That's,
and here's the thing. I'm gonna say this.
That's masturbation.
No,
that's
but
not,
let me just say this: is that I think that it's crazy that we are sitting up here listening to this Diddy trial like we are just in awe about how oh my God, he has some baby oil and this, that, the other. And if you actually were to turn a camera on some of these people's bedrooms, you'd probably see something even worse. But because we are so addicted to the internet and this, that, the other, and a lot of people are just sitting up there watching things online, it's made us very prude. Because I know for a fact that even when I was growing up in the 90s, there was way more wilder stuff going on.
I don't know if the internet made us prude. I don't know about that shit.
The only thing I think
we're just jaying off watching the stuff, or the men are just jacking off watching people pouring this, that, the other. It made people just in their house doing it. And so we're up here judging P. Diddley with he was over here doing this. Now it's funny, but really, if you actually look back if you actually lived life in the 90s and during that time frame, it was way wilder stuff. That ain't got nothing. Then go into
so Genesis, that's why you making these crazy ass arguments. Because really, underneath all of this, you just believe that Diddy shouldn't be on trial at all. It's really you really don't see what's the problem with what Diddy is.
I really don't think so. I think it's a bunch of bull. It's a bunch of bull. I don't think that he need to be on trial, and all his personal business should be displayed for everybody to hear. And then we up here watching it and like judging, and it's like, bro, if you actually were to turn the camera on, like I said, you all that stuff, it all looks weird. You know what I'm saying? If you actually
then say that. Don't come up here talking about that there must be some Diddy psyop or something. Say
no, I believe that too. I'm saying I think it's the same thing too. I think that what it is, I think it's all connected to a psychological operation to use this because they know it's going to be shock and awe. Meanwhile, people are going to be focused over here while they wag the dog over here. Watch the movie Wag the Dog. They over here, this is going on. Meanwhile, over here, Kaiser Soze had the same theme. You think this is going on. Meanwhile, this guy can walk in the whole thing. You know, you thought it was one person, it really was the other. You know, same ish. You know what I'm saying? But we want to like be so cerebral with it and think that we're just so smart that we just change the algorithm. Do more research and this, that, the other. It's like, no, you can't do more research when the manipulation is so heavy and so crazy that it's being like put into your subconscious mind. You know what I'm saying? You're not even able to like even figure out that you're being manipulated.
You are responsible for what you consume. You are. You don't even have to watch TV at all. You don't.
He's right. He's right where he belongs. First of all, I'm gonna say this. This is the reason why I don't think that he's right where he belongs, because at the end of the day, you know, everybody that was actually sitting up there talking about what he did, crying, boo-hoo-hoo, and all got paid off. Cassie got like what 30 million. The other girl still getting her rent paid by the guy because she said that he's still paying $10,000 a month a stipend, like for a love contract. She's still getting paid right now, even while he's in prison. So how's she gonna get on stand and cry? Boo-hoo-hoo. We had to do it for 48 hours. He was giving me ketamine and the ecstasy and this, that, the other, and boo-hoo.
Yeah, but then they asked them, "Did you ask for it?" And they was like, "Yeah, we were asking for it."
What?
Asking for those things.
It's mad.
Listen, you know how many swinger clubs I DJ? I've DJ'd S&M parties. And honey, the stuff that goes down there will blow your mind. And that ain't even half of what goes on. They have this thing called felching that actual gay dudes do. Look up felching, and you tell me if that ain't crazy. That will make what P. Diddy's doing like nothing. You know what I'm saying? Felching. Felching.
Now we not about to look that shit up.
I think
It'll blow your mind that this is what's really going on. Listen, people get
Right, you look that shit up. You look that shit up. Manosphere. You log in the next
they
day.
get
That shit.
high, they get a hotel room, and they felch each other, and it's disgusting. So
Man, when I started watching them body
oil,
cam, when I started watching them body cam shit, nigga. Man, I had to put uninterested in so much shit so I don't, because they flooded my algorithm with body cam shit, man.
And see how easy y'all choose not to fucking partake in that shit? That's how you gotta do with everything. Because I'm not gonna ever Google that shit because I don't want my wife to come through my history and see some weird ass shit like that. So just how easily y'all was like, nope, not Googling that. That's how you could do about all the fuck shit that gets put in front of you.
Wait a minute. A lot of the stuff that we see is presented to us on the homepage too, though.
You gotta hit not interested.
I do that wouldn't that
IG Witch
thing I'm
Doctor,
saying would not.
I got more page not interested than I follow.
I'm not going with True OG. I don't think that you don't have to just involve yourself with that. Why are we not pushing just be a balanced person? Like, why can't you be? Because I can tell you, look, I can have a conversation about the big beautiful bill, and we can have a conversation about what happened on Baddies the other night. Not saying that I watch it every night, but I got sisters and moms and stuff like that. Like, I can do both. Like, you know what I mean? I don't see why you can't do both.
The boy watching.
I mean, with everything, you gotta find some sort of balance. You know what I'm saying? That's just the gray area or shit is the most sweet spot to me. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be balanced with, because you're not gonna consume yourself with the news all fucking day until you paranoid about shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you see how some people be like extreme left, extreme right wing political views to where they can't talk about nothing else other than politics. Like, I don't think that is healthy. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I partake in, nigga shit. I like to go out. I ate an edible tonight. I party. So yeah, you can be well rounded as an individual. You ain't gotta sit there and do fucking dissertations and read research all goddamn day.
That's a fact.
But most people are like that. But all that stuff is a choice. I just a firm believer in choice, man. And even with the Cassie situation, the Diddy shit, Diddy is a terrible person because he beat the shit out that little girl. Well, I ain't gonna call her a little girl. She's a grown woman. I call her a little girl because she's just small as fuck. And Diddy's like a big dude. Like, I'm pretty sure he's 6 feet and some change. So he's kicking her around that hallway, and that's grimy, as dirty as fuck, because she wasn't even trying to fight back and she was in the fetal position. I never support no shit like that. But them freak offs and stuff, I don't believe in that whole she couldn't leave because she wasn't even living with him. And she sometimes did freak offs when he wasn't around, he was out of town. She would message him and be like, yo, when's the next freak off? I'm looking forward to it, type shit. And
even the strippers, even the exotic people that they were inviting over couldn't tell that she didn't want it. They always thought she wanted it.
The one guy said,
they was getting high. They was all on drugs, dope fiend out. She wasn't. Listen. They was into getting high. We wanted to exit.
Yeah, Hollywood party life.
Free drugs. They get to get high. And
the one dude said Cassie
each drug. And you notice, like, okay, each drug can like actually determine how long the freak off goes. If they're doing on one drug, they might last this amount of time. Another amount of time, based on the drug they're taking.
Y'all falling for it again. They're talking about this Diddy shit. Have y'all heard of VO? What is it? VO3? It's like the AI that allows you to create movies and short films.
Yeah.
You could do
for $250, but $129 right now if you pay for it right now.
Yeah, you can do from text to film.
It'll give you like 3 months for free.
There's some really good short films that people have made with them. And if y'all ever had a short film dreams or wanted to make a short film or had some good creative ideas but can't afford the actors, don't know how to work the camera, don't do all that, that VO3 thing might be something.
8 seconds long though.
But you could piece it together. I've seen I've seen movies up to 3 minutes and some change, like full short films made completely with that AI. And if you can do a 3-minute film, you could just keep piecing together. Someone's probably working on a 2-hour film right now fully AI. In that,
you know what? I've been on Replit. I've made a whole application yesterday to me being a software engineer, this was right up my alley. The only thing about Replit is that if you don't ask it the right way, it puts you in a loop. But I've been working with Replit and built an entire app. So people that's wanting the website, get on Replit, pay $25, and and put a prompt in and get your website created. So listen, I know about all the AI. I'm actually going to school. I'm about to go to school to do my my whole master's in AI and data. What's it called? What's the thing? Computer machine learning. So,
see, that's the kind of stuff they want us to not get into while we lock in on this Diddy shit. We just was about to get to talking about. I even almost got caught up in it. It was about to talk about piss. So, but I caught myself, and that's what we all got to do when we get. Because we get to going about that bullshit. Because again, it gets the people going.
Well, not about get the people. When I was talking about that, I'm trying to stop the whole oh my God, we're just so prude, and oh my God, oh he did that, that whole mindset. Because like I said, we need to cut it out and stop pretending like we don't be doing weird shit our damn self. Because I done did some weird shit. I'm not gonna lie.
I think weird shit too. Hey, Witch Doctor, I put a link in the chat. It's for a short film, made with VO3.
Is it safe to watch?
What do you mean, like showing some graphic stuff?
No, like copyright claim. I want to be able to monetize my video. I mean, I guess we could show a little bit.
Yeah, you can show a little bit of it, or if it fuck you up, you can always cut it out.
Yeah. It looked like some shit though. I ain't gonna hold you. Look like some shit.
It's a small creator, so it should be.
Is it like a zombie? Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
there you go.
Just a zombie chase short film he made with the VO.
See. As a fake person?
Yeah.
I know y'all fucked with zombie shit. That's some shit I'd probably watch.
So they had a whole short film was made with text to video using AI, that VO thing. And I saw this other one was just superhero based. I saw this other one, some people was fighting aliens. And that one was like 3 minutes and 30 seconds. And all you got to do is make your scenes. If it's 3 minutes and 30 seconds, you probably have to do a storyboard. And you take each one of those scenes, then you take something like Adobe and you piece each one of your 3 minute scenes together. Because if you think about a movie, most scenes, not even 3 minutes. Every time you change a location or something, that's a new scene. So you might be talking in the house for a couple of minutes. The next thing you know, you're riding in the car. That's a completely different scene. So actually, movies are made of a bunch of smaller scenes.
Right.
Except for occasion when they do this one big action bonanza thing at the end that seems like a 20-minute scene, but even that's really shot in different sections. The only time it's done like open like that was that hallway scene in Daredevil, where it was a one-shot scene and they filmed straight through with Daredevil fighting all those guys in the hotel room, and they did like a one take, no cut kind of thing, which is amazing, by the way. It takes a lot of choreography and shit. But all y'all creators out there, this might be the future of content creating right here. Get on
That's
it.
what the one girl was saying on Duct show, that a lot of faceless YouTube using AI is gonna pop.
Get on it before you be left behind. For real.
I mean, well, since we're showing AI stuff, I'm gonna show an app I did with Replit. Listen, I said, you know what? rather than me.
Easier Genesis takes every opportunity to self-promote. You know what I'm
Hell,
saying?
you already know it. You know what I'm saying? I just built this whole thing out in Replit. And no, this ain't self-promotion because you could do it yourself. You know, just ask the thing a question. It creates it. It does the whole thing. It made the dashboard. All this stuff was done with AI. You see this? And all I had to do was put a prompt in. I could just say, hey, make it do this, make this do that, da da da. I wanted to like, this is like a property management software. I created the whole thing in Replit. So look up this thing called Replit.com or Replit.com. And whatever your ideal is, you know what I'm saying? I did one I made a heart, did a health application for like the heart and everything. So this is what I've been using. Like instead of me having to program for hours on end, was able to create this type of stuff within like maybe like 12 hours that would normally take me months to create. So
it's the future. It's going to put a lot of people out of work, but it's also going to allow a lot of people to do work that they couldn't previously do.
All right.
So it's going to cancel out the people that put out of work. People that couldn't produce music because they got AI that helps you produce music. People that couldn't figure out how to produce music can use the AI. People that couldn't write well but had amazing ideas can use AI. People that
I ain't gonna hold you. That AI music production shit is kind of weak, low key. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold you.
Wait. Timbaland just signed his first AI artist.
Well, that's another thing. Putting artists out of business.
Well, no, Timbaland just said he's.
But you know what? On some rapping, singing type shit, the music got so dumbed down that now AI could actually stand a chance. Because AI can't compete with like a Black Thought from the Roots, a Jay-Z. Like there's no way AI doing that type level shit.
Yeah, but they can make them little TikTok bangers. You feel me?
Right.
Bangers, they all catchy and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's this one song. I know it's not AI because I seen a real lady, but it sounds so AI. It's ridiculous.
Even art and gallery and shit, right? AI could make some fire art, but it's not the same type shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same. Who knows? Because I ain't gonna hold AI do some detailed art shit, but I don't think it's gonna, because AI is a little too perfect. You know what I'm saying? I think human shit that done manually gonna be more expensive in the future, like on some fine art shit.
The cover for my book was AI.
Oh yeah.
I typed the prompts. I told it exactly what I wanted. I had to keep tweaking it and get it, but yeah, that shit was AI.
Yeah, I made a thing for my daughter, you know, her little pageants and everything, a whole like little cartoon and everything like that. And wait, hold on, you know what? I got an even better one. I did one for like my daughter.
Yeah,
my daughter and her sister. About my daughter and her sister, like how they like grow up.
This SWAT movie was made by AI. Hell no way, bro.
It was made by.
This shit look realer than the zombie one.
But no, look, this one right here.
Yo, this shit is some crazy shit, bro. I gotta show y'all this shit. I gotta show y'all this shit. Yo, this is AI, y'all.
You stay on my. What the hell happened here? I want no bull.
That's some shit right there.
I just put the link that I did from my daughter. It's cute. It's like, oh. So I made this
whole wide world. Our backyard was a jungle and we were explorers. Or
oh, that's not the same thing. That's like some narration stuff.
And she takes forever in the bathroom. I mean,
Well, this is before they had, VO. So this is like
Yeah,
prior to VO.
it's cute.
Just me doing,
Yeah.
Yeah, but that SWAT video was sick, man. I'm
Yep.
telling you, that might be the future of content creation because that SWAT video was serious. But think about when people just start making videos like that, but for comical shit, comedy and skits. You could take skits and sketch comedy to a whole nother level by using VO, and you ain't gotta go hire a bunch of people and film and all that. You can just come up with the funny skit and get the VO to do it for you through the prompts and stuff. And some adjustments and editing. Not saying it's gonna be easy as type a sentence and get the shit done, but we're looking at the future of content creating because you can definitely.
Let me know when it gets to that level. When it's that lazy, we just type in that shit's gonna.
Yeah, because that stuff we started that showed us. I'm pretty sure that guy ain't no way that was easy.
Well, did you know that there's like 4 different types of humans that are out here, and so pretty soon you're gonna have, they had the test tube baby, they had the regular human, and then now it's gonna be like the actual the human that's mixed with that put that Neuralink in, and all that other stuff. So, and then they also say that people that got the shot, that they're like another type of human.
Different type.
Well, y'all, I think this brought us to a conclusion, to the end. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm on
Like 4 in the morning
10%
over there.
energy.
Wait, narrative is right. You will use up all your credits trying to get AI right. That is what he just said, because
that's a fact. I tested it, and those
hundreds
credits
of dollars and I think this programmed to do that. They purposely like be giving you the wrong stuff just to keep you. I think that the people that's creating the software,
I don't know. I think you got to get good with it. Once you get, that's going to be the new talent. The new talent is going to be operating the AI shit.
The new Photoshop.
Yeah, once you get good
don't
with
say the
it,
new Photoshop, because I ain't gonna hold you. My thumbnails, I use a combination. I use AI, but I mostly use Photoshop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You did this background in Photoshop, or you did it in AI?
No, I did the background in Photoshop. Just the characters is AI. The background, everything is Photoshop.
Like
you can actually animate it in Photoshop also. So when people say, I was against using the AI for a long time, right? And then other people that I know was using it, so I didn't try. I was trying to just have my own lane and shit. But after I fuck with the AI, it kind of make my work 50% easier. Cause once I got the AI characters and everything, I just got to throw them in Photoshop and just do everything else. You know what I'm saying? Usually when I put when I use the actual pictures of people in Photoshop, color correcting them take me a little while because I be wanting the colors to pop out and shit. You know what I mean?
Well, that looks good though.
In the past, which doctor in the past you used to when you first started off, you used to actually do the Photoshop stuff online while people watching you and talking about different subjects.
Yeah, this nigga remember that. That's way back. Yeah. But then even with the beats, I stopped doing that shit because there's people that be trying to bite my shit and be my competition at the same time. So I'm like, I'm about to just do and it's even better for me to produce shit on the back end because I could literally watch a TV series while I'm doing some shit. You know what I mean? Rather than being live and doing it. You know what I mean?
You know, before AI and everything used to exist, do you know that people used to like take people like me that was a producer out? I used to actually like put records out overseas. They would fly us overseas and book us for a gig and then ask us a whole riddle of questions just to figure out how we made the music that we made in the techno scene. So that's the reason why like the whole European techno scene became very large, is because they would fly people out, have them DJ, get them booked to the thing, and then watch their whole thing. And the next thing you know, they're like putting out stuff the same way, right? So see like the whole process. So
yeah. See how we went from niggatry to civilized stuff. and the end.
Nah, because we wine and dump, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
Why are you trying
Most
to
of the
like
time over here, most of the
that?
time when the panel is full and we get our shit off, we come back to our senses. It's just that the kid in the high schoolers in us be wanting the nigga tree, but then we grew up right on the panel. Like we literally grew up from 1 hour ago. You know what I'm saying? We
Nigga
aged
went
from
through puberty.
But listen, let me tell you, no, Witch Doctor, I'm kind of mad that you let that whole thing go on last live where you had
This
to lady
thing with Cherry Berry.
you let that lady get up there and cuss me out. And I'm like,
Man,
why?
because you should have respect your elders. Why you gonna go toe to toe with Cherry Berry?
I didn't know who that woman it was. I'm like, who is this? Like, whatever.
Cherry Berry is a thoroughbred. You know what I'm saying? She's thorough.
From the civil rights days.
Right. She was busting her guns way back before everybody had guns. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Well, no one told me that
She helped Harriet Tubman. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Like,
did she do a bid?
yeah, she did time independent. She did hard time independent.
Well, that was listen, y'all be setting me up. I ain't like that. I feel
And
like
the thing about Sherry Berry, if y'all really listen to her, she be actually saying some shit. You know
right,
what I'm saying?
but she was just going to. I didn't do nothing
shit,
to
she's in the
make
chat.
her. She just went off on me.
Probably got a Thug Life tattoo on her stomach.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. You know what I'm saying? She's my
Listen, I
YouTube
still
hero.
love you, Sherry Berry, but you kind of went off on me, and I didn't really deserve it. Okay, I didn't deserve all that. So
I mean, you did. I kind of think you did. I think
I didn't do what I
think
do.
she set you straight.
What did I do? Because I was agreeing people, and I was like,
She's like, let the men talk. You know what I'm saying? She said,
let the men talk. That's what it was.
Yeah, she had to line you up real quick.
right.
No, it ain't bump that let the men talk, because I think that the men be talking and saying, wow, like that the Jay Prince, even though he talked about his welfare situation, he started off like dissing the women. So let the men talk about what? To like hear them like dissing women, and we need to stop that. That is not good for us.
Man, that wasn't even a conversation when she tell you let the men talk. You see, you being disingenuous. We wasn't even talking about no shit like that.
What were we talking about? I forget.
You see that shit? Look at that shit.
This is the beautiful thing about that, because like I say, I don't want to hear film tards spill their shit. And what I simply don't do is follow or watch those channels. So I did a show one time talking about the psychology behind hate watching. And it's a sickness. People want to feel something so bad that even if it's anger, because anger also releases endorphins and stuff. So that's why people don't have those toxic relationships. They like to fight, then they like to fuck. But some people really need to go see their therapist when they hate watch, because it's not positive. It's not positive to seek things that you know are going to upset you and make you angry. And it's even worse when you seek things that you know going to upset you and make you angry, and then you try to control said things. It'd be like me going on Lucky Marie channel and seeing how she talked, then hopping up there trying to tell her and her panelists how to say their shit, when all I gotta do is just not listen to it. And we gotta work on that just as humans and just as adults, because it's not mentally or physically healthy.
We also got to understand, True, that they ain't got nothing else. This is it for them. Because once they turn this YouTube off, they got to go back to their oodles and noodles. They got to go back to whatever mediocre job they got. They got to go back to like the poverty mindset. And then when they get back on here, they get to throw their persona back up on here. They big and bag, and everything is great.
I'm gonna say this. Some people are just not hate watching their. Listen, I'm perimenopausal. I can't sleep at night. You know what I'm saying? It's hot, it's cold. I don't know what temperature it is half the time. My emotions are everywhere. So a lot of times I'm just sitting up here because I ain't got shit else to do. You know, because I'm like, dude, I can't sleep, can't go to sleep. And
insomnia too, but you can still watch stuff.
Well, it's a little bit different than perimenopause, because perimenopause. But like I said, I watch. I don't just watch bullshit, but I'm just saying perimenopause, especially the older women. Yeah, it's a real thing.
No,
So,
like this show is cool. Like I say, which doctor you come you talk. This ain't the dual shit I'm talking about. You get what I'm saying. Just some people watch shit they hate, or they don't like how it go down, and then that's when tone policing come in the thing. But I recommend before this for men and women. This is just a recommendation. Before you come into this area and try to tone police everybody, just don't listen to them because you clearly don't like what they say. So yeah, so like I said, before I go to Cynthia G channel and tell all the women to start calling men bandits and bullet bags and all that, I just want to listen to him say it. Because clearly it doesn't resonate with me. So when all the what's that guy, that bald head guy that's always trolling, the dusty guy.
Oh, Dusto. Yeah.
Yeah, when all the people out here come, all y'all talk about is the women's in the men's in the men's, or you get lodged with the Nicky Pushy conversations. Why are you here?
Yeah, I agree with that shit. A lot of people be complaining, but they don't leave. They want to stay and change, they want to stay and make a change instead of just fucking leave or change.
Oh, Michael Jackson ass nigga. Gonna make a change. Make that change.
Change the fucking channel. Like, what the? That's easier.
Exactly. Change the fucking channel.
Shit.
Change the fucking channel. I don't like hearing Beans whine all day, so I simply don't watch them.
Yeah, this is my first time hearing about Jay Prince and like how he was just bad mouthing black women to this woman.
You never heard about the president?
No, this is I've seen his name, but I never actually watched.
And the bandits, one of the most biggest bandits.
Show the video where he was like, "Ooh, touch my ooh."
Yeah, I think that don't I gotta upload it.
When Jay Prince went around looking for like old cigarettes and he wrapped it up in some he was looking around, we found a whole bunch of cigarettes and made him a cigarette out of a brown paper bag.
Some homeless shit.
This is a hood joint right
here. Yeah, that's some hood shit. I ain't even gonna hold you. Taking all the cigarette buds, taking all the little tobacco that left in all them cigarette buds.
And so he smoked cigarettes.
I call that a gingivitis joint right there. That's a gingivitis joint.
That sounds like a nigga that'll rinse out a condom and use it.
Nah, that's
Fucking re-oil them and everything.
No matter what y'all
say, don't be at the club and leave your drink. He gonna sop that sucker up.
Oh my god. That nigga's a legend. That nigga's legendary in this space, though. Jay Prince.
Flora seen that shit and say, "I want to marry him." Boy, he picked up all them cigarette butts.
Man, I think, Witch Doctor, I think you might have said this before. My mic sound okay?
Yeah, let me try to turn you up. Your mic's it sound a little far away.
Okay, hold on, I got you. How about now?
Yeah, you good. Yeah.
Okay, I remember when you said that. I think you said that like the time when JP and Flora was together, man. That was YouTube gold, bro.
Right,
bro. YouTube gold.
If they had kept that shit going and figure out how to monetize it themselves, bro.
Yeah.
Nigga. They would have had a reality show, but somebody should have put them on Zeus. They just had to have more control in their chaos because their shit was getting a little out of hand.
Yeah, they need some security. They need some zoo security to stop them from
attacking
each
other. Stop them from deleting each other.
Yeah.
Hey, I can picture the name right now. It would have been too real for VH1. Gotta go.
Yeah. All hail the president. I'm watching that show.
Definitely, man. Definitely, bro.
But a lot of people, sometimes people come up, people that don't know the space and they don't know JP. A lot of times they be wanting to like, why you letting this person talk? Why you letting this degenerate talk? But it's like, look, man, like the man is relevant to the space. You know what I'm saying?
Plus,
those who might like it or not, those who think they smarter than him, they might think he ugly, whatever the fuck you think about him. But a lot of people come to see that nigga, whether they come to hate him, whether they, you know what I'm saying, they come to show support.
And he be making sense sometimes. It's just that it be like his
It just be misguided.
Yeah,
He's misguided with, and sometimes his delivery don't be the best because he just not, he just ain't got no filter.
It's like a child. It's like a child with a what it is like a child that doesn't have a huge vocabulary. They're just using the words they know to try to make sense of the world that they're
Right.
in.
You could tell he understand what he's saying, but he's trying to make us understand. You know what I'm saying? But he
doesn't have the vocabulary to actually articulate it. But we get what he's trying to say, but we want him to get there himself.
Right.
You know, by the way, what happened with Umar Johnson's daughter? Is she gonna come back to the panel, or is she just
that live was classic.
No, she doing a thing. I don't see no. The only reason I would want to invite her is just to be a regular person on the panel because, like, to be honest with you, I don't even give a fuck about her and Umar's situation. I just look at her as another content creator. You know what I mean? I look at her like one of us, and he's told her she's a struggle streamer. So I kind of empathize with her because when I was a struggle streamer, people was telling me I was a struggle streamer. So I didn't really want to. I just so happened that she's Umar's daughter. That's why you can't just not ask her about that shit. But if I bring her back, I wouldn't even give a fuck about this shit with her and her dad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that shit no
It
matter.
was a good land though, Witch Doctor. Get her on your channel was a great land.
Yeah, I thinking about because I could get more people to come on the show. You know what I'm saying? Because I kind of gauge how to reach them out and how to reach out to. I kind of gauge how to talk to them and what type of content creators to reach out to. Some people are so big or got so much clout, it will make sense for them to come on my panel for them or sometime for me type shit. So I'm trying to reach out to the people who. You say what?
Witch Doctor, you actually let them get their their thoughts out, and then you actually listen. You're actually listening to them, so you know what questions to ask them. So that's a good thing. You have that talent.
Yeah, man. I wish you could figure out a way to interview some of these streamers, but they all
now you could. You got to work your way up. I realize you got to work your way up from the
You got
the
the low level
reachable
streamers,
one.
maybe.
Yeah, you got to go to the reachable ones, and then you go to the ones that you can't reach that much.
You should go check out the Streaming University videos and find some of the lower ones that was cracking. I bet you can get them.
You know what?
You see the
Right
new stuff that you see the new
Streaming
thing that
University
2K is gonna
experience.
review? The Mississippi Content House or something like that.
Wait, so I heard DDG made like $11 million.
Oh hell yeah, hell yeah!
Yeah, he
I heard
had
that shit too.
11 million. Based on what I need to figure out what platform that is, and based on
Them streamer university niggas, them the big streamers, the views as be seen them get. Our shit is invisible.
Yeah.
I need to figure out what they doing because I'm like, bro, what? So is it because they're on Twitch?
They so big, YouTube won't even block them. Like most of the sites that they go to, they won't even block. That's how big they
A
are.
lot of them got representatives too in YouTube to where they could reach out to them.
Exactly.
So do they like get big on Twitch or what? What made them a big huge streamer? Was it playing video games or what was it? Because honey, I would about to.
They're following the trends. It's the youth.
Well,
and when people are doing what you're doing, it's easier to get that following.
Plus, we gotta understand that even though these people are young, DDG's not a kid; he's like about 28. But even though these people are young, we gotta put respect on their name because they all started like us with 0 subscribers.
Agree.
You go back and you can see videos of Kai Cenat just looking like a little 12-year-old kid with a little bird chest. Now he's a 22-year-old man with a bird chest. But these people, even though they're young, sometimes they've been did this for 10 years.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like how Mr.
They started off playing Minecraft on YouTube or playing Minecraft on Twitch.
They started off when a lot. They started
I'm
off.
trying to get my
wait a
daughter.
minute, they started off when a lot of people wasn't doing it. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
started off when it was way less competition.
They was
I
making no
try to
money.
tell my daughter, I'd be like, hey, because my daughter, she's like autistic, but she's really into like videos and video games and stuff. And man, she's up there all day. And I'm like, bro, could you please, when NPCs came out, she's like, no, that's messing up the environment. One thing about autistic kids, they are very aware. Like, it's crazy. Like, you'd be like, what? When you tell them, hey, do this, like, nope, because that's gonna mess up this, and there's too many computers that are messing up. I'm like, whoa, okay. So, it's crazy having a child that has autism, because people like label autism as like something bad, but it's like these kids are very like beyond.
It's different level of it. You got non-verbal. You got the ones that's smart as fuck and only slightly socially awkward.
Yeah, I got the slightly social awkward. She don't know friends.
Yeah, just
No
so many
friends,
ranges
no
of
real human friends. Yeah,
of the autistic spectrum and so many different kinds of it. To where shit, some of them be fully functional, super smart, dating. Shit, some of y'all probably had sex with an autistic girl and didn't even know it. You know,
Did you see ABBA admit that he had ADHD? Did you see ABBA and Preach when they had that whole thing where he had to like apologize to what's his name, because he was like getting into like the ADHD situation. He was like, well, I found out I had ADHD, so.
Yeah, I definitely think I got ADHD too, because it's hard for me to do one thing at a time. Like if I'm doing thumbnails, I gotta be listening to a video. I gotta do some shit. I can't just do. If I do one thing, I'll get bored of it and I'll move on to
And
something.
if you saw how many like tabs I got open right now, you'd be like, what the hell? Like,
Yeah, I'm the same way. I be having hella tabs. I be on my laptop and my desktop at the same time doing shit. Like this is how I get to finish shit that I do. But if I just do one thing alone, I'm gonna just get bored and get off that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I think that he went to a doctor and they said, yeah, you have ADHD, and they gave him something. I guess it helped him with that too. Just not.
They weren't supposed to give nothing. How y'all doing, y'all good people?
Good. You didn't see.
You can barely hear you.
King Rooster.
King Rooster, you need to change your fucking batteries, bro. That shit sound crazy. That smoke alarm don't sound.
Roots for somewhere up there in the woods. Their reception ain't
He
good.
took whatever they gave him. He said that he took whatever they gave him for the ADHD, and he said it was the first time he felt like normal. Like, this is what it feels like to not like have all these thoughts and all these
I'm
things.
telling you, people, ADHD. I think what people use Adderall. Is it Adderall? Or
no, some other stuff. It's over the
Or
A.
if you could microdose some psilocybin on a microdose, you should be straight.
I've been looking into the ketamine therapy because I know that I like.
That's what Elon take. He microdose though.
Psilocybin mushrooms.
No, the ketamine.
But honey, I think he's beyond microdosing, because if you seen how he be like walking around like.
He said the more social he is, the more he gotta take. But when he go to parties and stuff, yeah, he's that. Because he got I think he had Asperger's, which is the social.
And I think they be like mainlining some of that, because listen, back when I was a DJ, it was a dude that was a DJ with me, and he used to mainline the ketamine and that stuff. Man, one time he was DJing, and you know how you put the needle on the record? He didn't take the needle outside the record, and all you heard was, imagine like the actual record with the thing on it, and all you heard was, and he was dancing to it like,
hell nah, that nigga was geeked up.
He was through, man. It was just the needle just dragging around the cardboard outside of the record. He didn't even take the record up. Man, if I tell you some of the things I've been through, like being a raver, because I was a raver. So ravers, I'm not sure if you know about the ravers back in the 90s with the glow sticks and all that, honey. Man,
I think I missed some of these super chats too. Shows that just a regular dude. He said he bragging about a piss smelling corner back with $1. What with $1 store wig, purple lips, and bad posture. Ray J hit it for us there. I think that's somebody trying to describe Flora. That is a crazy description. That is crazy work. Just a regular dude said JP signed up to take fifth. with a woman who spits on him and left him with 3 cats. Yo, that is crazy. It's partially true. I
Oh
don't know
no,
about
I'm gonna
taking.
tell you what. Which doctor? Let me tell you what's crazy.
Hmm.
JP literally came on stream and said that he picked women in bad situations and he married them. That's crazy.
I ain't gonna hold you. That's some villain shit. The president is a
Hey,
true villain. You know what I'm saying?
DJ,
Oh shit, y'all talking about the president and his representative King Rooster is up here. Vic,
no, no, I'm gonna
Vic,
show you.
speak
No,
into the
look.
mic, bro. You're sounding low. You're sounding like
Now something changed when I got up on your thing, but I say it, and I hope y'all hear me. But I'm gonna show you what the average person do. Y'all speak about JP on certain situations, but it's a lot of these people call themselves intellectuals. They've been in college and everything. Some of these people are actual supervisors over women. And don't you know what some of these people do? They'll speak about JP picking women in bad situations, but y'all know some of these women that y'all hire are not capable of doing the job, but you promise them a job by nepotism because you want to sleep with them. Y'all doing the same thing, bro. I know these people. I'm
Try,
saying some of y'all,
try
guys. No, I'm saying some of y'all guys that say y'all some high value dudes and everything.
It's,
I thought we were gonna be. I thought it was time to wrap the show up. Like what are we doing? We're gonna kick it back in. We're gonna keep it going.
I'm just.
I don't
This is
seem like
crazy.
y'all got nowhere to go.
I'm just speaking the truth though.
I don't want to
And
put
see
y'all out in
now,
the street.
Because
I
what
don't
you're
want to
what
put y'all
you're
out in
doing
the street and it seem like y'all got
what
nowhere
you
else to be.
yeah, what you're doing is you're saying, well, somebody told me, but you don't have no evidence to back it. You're just
I ain't
saying
said
stuff.
somebody told me nothing, nigga. I got folks that I done worked in
That
warehouses, bro. I'm a commercial
was an
truck driver. I
example.
done
That was an
look,
example of what people
major.
do.
I ain't saying
You
nobody done told me
you in
nothing. I
Mississippi.
actually,
You're
I
talking
can get
about
man.
you're talking about stuff in the
Nigga,
country.
what is you
You're talking about
crazy?
stuff
I done
in
worked
the
all across the
country.
United States, and then guess what? Every warehouse I done went to is always somebody that couldn't read the bill of lading, but you seen this pretty ass girl out here that the
There's
supervisor's
more
hugging up on
beyond
her
the
ass
warehouse,
though.
Rooster. There's more beyond the warehouse, Rooster. The world is
I
bigger
done
than
been
the
to
warehouse.
college facilities where it's certain people,
Dropping off
bro.
what?
They just
Dropping
had
off
look.
what?
They just had.
Like,
Bro,
come on,
you
man.
so you mad because you a supervisor or something that did that acts in these hate
Nobody's saying
crimes or something?
any of
Then
that. What
you
I'm just saying
so
is
you must
you
be up
came
for
up
the
here,
Diddy
and finally
charges
got
yet.
your reception
Next,
working. You finally got your
you up
reception
for the
working,
Diddy
and you're
charges next,
spitting
right?
nonsense.
So you up for the Diddy charges next, right? Because it's
Oh,
some young
Rooster, you
girl.
gotta chill,
If
cause
you
the last time, wait a minute, the last time you was up here saying some aggressively sus shit, bro. You gotta chill with that
it
shit,
don't
bro.
matter about no being sus because you just did a show about a person that's subliminal. Okay, yeah, look, not
JP was up
subliminal.
here.
He
JP was up
JP,
here.
no, okay. I ain't worried about the JP thing, but y'all just did the show. Y'all just did the show on a man that did a grooming tactic, and y'all was saying
Grooming?
that
He wasn't
JP,
grooming.
yeah,
Grooming, he
look,
wasn't
JP,
grooming.
listen,
JP was not
listen,
grooming. That is not
not
Grooming
JP, no,
is
not
underage.
JP.
It's
Hold on,
underage.
Let me tell
Grooming is
y'all.
underage. Get it correct. Stop making
Hold on.
follow the
That's a lie.
definitions. Know your
That's your
vocabulary.
definition of
Grooming
it.
is
Because
underage.
I'm finna, all right,
You can pull it up.
y'all
Pull it
like
up.
y'all
You give
y'all
people
niggas like to
underage.
go in these fancy restaurants, right? Majority of the
Y'all
time, the
just like
table buffers.
use
I like
definitions.
good
Majority of the
food.
time, the
I ain't gonna
table
lie. I
buffers
like good
are.
food. I like good
Listen, what I'm
food.
saying. Listen, what I'm saying. He don't want to let me tell it because he got offended by me saying a supervisor will participate in acts
It's
upon.
not about getting
No,
offended. What it's about is
no,
at least use the correct vocabulary words. It makes it easy to
no.
follow.
Man, look, don't worry about what I use. You can get it because if you're supposed to be an intellectual or a person that's distinguished in the knowledge of words, you're supposed to be able to figure out what's going on, whether somebody can say it right or not. So that means you incompetent. That means you incompetent, bro. That means you are a very incompetent person. But listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying. And now you want to argue with somebody, and you want a glizzy shoved down your throat because you want to argue with a man. You want to argue with a man that's willing to go there with you because evidently you one of the trolls in the chat. And I got that glizzy for you because guess what? You look, I don't mind you eating no dick, bro. Because I got it to serve.
Wait, come on.
Because you talking to me. You talking.
Whoa. Pause, man.
Hell no. He said, I got that glizzy for you. I got that glizzy for you.
I ain't said nothing to this bisexual, trisexual nigga, but some kind of way he know me enough where he can talk to the King Rooster. But I can serve it up. Because look, them old folks told me a long time ago, when you find a nigga or a female that want to talk all the goddamn time, you got to put something in their mouth. I wasn't really talking to you. I came up here talking to DJ Wishdog. And you butted in. So since you came in head first, I'm going to lead head first. So what is you sucking some head tonight or not? If you sucking some head tonight or not, nigga. No, I wanted to tell DJ Wish Doctor about something, but he wanted to insert himself. Like when that boy said something about penetrating. So if you want to insert yourself into the conversation that I'm having with Wish Doctor, let me insert something into your mouth so I can clog your pipe hole up.
Whoa.
Yeah, because he talking.
Whoa. Pause, man. Nah, nigga.
That's what they do. You know, that's what they do.
Talking now, I wasn't talking to you. I'm talking to DJ. I'm talking to
you're not talking to me, bro. Don't do that, bro.
No, I'm talking to you about something totally different. But he want to check or challenge somebody because you probably are a potential person that will hire females just to get over on them, bro. That's the only way you can get females because you probably work in HR or you use a pallet jack driver or something, and you getting them women through the door, and then the only thing you want to do is freak on them and all that, and you know they ain't qualified. You worry about Mississippi, but guess what? You gonna tell me about where I'm from? Evidently, you watching me, motherfucker. You's a fan. And so, now, guess what? I done had a couple of fans and he didn't know before.
You got that disease, no vocabulary.
Man.
You got that disease, no vocabulary. All you got to do,
get what? You understand what that glizzy is.
That's it.
Or you understand what that glizzy is, then. And you understand what a mouth stuffing is.
DJ got to roll up another one. It's a long show.
Nah, nigga. Hell no. Pause, my brother. Pause.
Just can't stop with the echo, man. The voice of God telling y'all this shit is
right, bro.
Jesus.
No, don't involve Jesus with this. Jesus ain't got nothing to do with
talk like you need to talk like Jesus is watching, bro. You need a picture of Jesus watching when you speak.
Now, Jesus hung around thieves and hoes, and this whole thing right here, down here, he wanted his mouth stuck, his throat, or whatever. I wasn't talking to him. I ain't mentioning his name. I ain't mentioning his name. Okay, yeah. Come on, this nigga forehead. He talking to me like that.
You got a avatar with him laying on his back, looking up in the air.
Man, or you can imagine that, cause that's how you treated them women that wanted the job to take care of their kids, right? Cause you can envision them laying on their back. That's the only thing you can envision them doing, laying on their back and getting in the rest of the employee way, not doing real work. That's the only thing. Yeah, you's a supervisor. You the leader of the pallet jacks, and then that's the only reason why you hired them female, because you wanted something out of them. And then soon they said no, you got them fired, right?
He got a black and white picture with his eyes chinked up.
Oh, so you admire my do I need to cam up to show you how beautiful I am, nigga?
Oh, man.
You seem like you're infatuated, nigga.
I know you, man.
Yeah, but I wasn't even talking to him. Man, DJ, my bad for eating it. I wasn't even talking to him. Evidently, he know me and where I'm from and everything. He must be trying to get flued out or something. Weak ass nigga. How the hell? I don't know shit about him. The only thing I see is a goddamn avatar down there, and he just know my whole history. See, that's what I'm saying. Them secret lovers in the background trying to, a secret ass lover. Yeah, I don't know nothing about you, but you know everything about me. See, that's why these women really don't like, cause they can't decipher what these niggas is. But you hiring everybody and throwing the good workers application in the trash. But you did the ones that you think you can
on
freak
that
on
wild
men
pussy
and
right
women,
now. That's
you
what's wrong with
hiring
him.
all them.
King
Man,
King Rooster
ain't
on that
nothing
wild
wrong with
pussy
me.
right now. You on
No,
that wild pussy right now.
I
You
ain't
on that
on no.
pussy.
I'm
That
on a wild
101.
nigga's head right now. I'm on a wild nigga head right now. I wasn't even
That
talking to you.
101.
Man, okay, you know all the drinks that'll get them thrown off, so you can do whatever you do, huh?
I love mama. I'm gonna leave you alone,
Yeah,
little mama.
all right, Rick Ross. All Rick Ross. Put something in that drink and she won't think about it. She all right, Rick Ross.
Little
Yeah.
mama.
He know all the drinks
If
that'll
a
get
nigga
him.
call you little mama, sweetheart,
Man.
you know what I'm saying, princess, that's
All right, darling.
disrespect. That's disrespect.
All right, darling. All right, little mama.
Man, I don't care what he covered. Oh yeah, he wished. That's what I'm saying. That's why he was so fascinated when the man was saying penetrated on that show with JP. That man intentionally did that. See, these are groom. See this dude right here. This manosphere dude. Hold on. I can't hardly see. Yeah. They groomers, man. What they do is male or female, whatever they want, cause they in for the taking of anybody, bro. They be intrigued by what other people would do in their faith. I just was mentioning, bro. That man mentioned y'all did the little review upon what JP was saying. JP wasn't wrong. There's a lot of people in these spaces don't have situational awareness. And that's how a lot of these grown folk get groomed by them people from other
Wait, you saying a
other life.
grown folk? You saying
Yeah.
a grown adult could be groomed?
No. The grooming is the grooming of the mind. The grooming is the grooming of the mind. Because look, no.
Here for this young man to go ahead and figure out what he's saying.
Look, I'm gonna show you something. DJ Wicks Doctor. I had to take classes on human trafficking, right? In order to traffic a person, you have to make him feel comfortable enough, and it's certain little hints you throw out just to see if they bite. If you can attract that person to you, it can be a piece of candy, bubble gum, or it can be drugs or whatever, alcohol or whatever their vices is. You throw that out there, and if they bite on it, that's what they're gonna be intrigued by, and you can get them closer to you, even though they doing wrong. Once they look what that dude was doing, JP was not wrong. JP got situational awareness. That dude intentionally did that. So now what y'all finna probably see, y'all finna see that community go at JP real bad. But this is gonna be the point. It's gonna be a make or break. If they do it, this is gonna be the point where JP gonna excel. He gonna excel like a motherfucker, because it's gonna be people want to tap into his brain to see why he think like that, and what gave him the courage to speak up. Because just like this man love at the bottom with that green, what's the name? Yeah, see, he's intrigued by he's been intrigued by me for years, because he know I'm capable of saying certain things that are off the wall, southpaw to what a man say, right? So he's intrigued by that. You don't know if his booty hole been touched or whatever. And he's just trying to see who's a part. He's trying to see who's a part of his community, or who's been down that rabbit hole, or down a hole, screwing like a rabbit like him. Yeah. Yeah.
This nigga funny.
That's all they want. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's why that's why the manosphere, because it ain't my first time saying something to him. I never just paid him no attention. So that's why when I come up on these channels, he would naturally be the first one to say, because he might have been touched by an angel. You know what I'm saying? He might have been touched by an angel before. He trying to see if I've been there or whatever, if I'm capable of doing it. Nigga, I ain't got nothing to please you. Nigga, I don't give a damn if you live or die. I ain't got nothing for you, my good sir, manosphere. Cause you got to be stupid as hell to name yourself out of goddamn after some shit on the internet that they saying the damn police looking at. You got to be stupid or damn fed. So hey, Mr. Supervisor or application looker, stop hiring them female just for the rub on their back and buy them drinks. Rick Ross, stop that. Yeah, miss. Yeah. Post something in a drink and she ain't even know it. Yeah, woke up her booty sore and she ain't even know it. That he one of them niggas. Yes, nigga. I can see these niggas, bro. I can see because they get offended by certain shit that people be saying when they tell them that they wrong. He want to attack me as soon as he hear my voice. He want to go ahead and attack me or get alongside of me because he think he finna have some fun.
If you were actually focused on the conversation, Rooster,
I ain't focused
about you using the word incorrectly. It wasn't about your subject matter. It was about you using the word incorrectly. That's what actually it was. So it wasn't an offense. It was a correction. But you to that. You was looking for a defense when it wasn't that. It was a correction.
I'm not looking for a defense. It don't matter about me using words incorrectly. You just make sure you ain't using bodies or somebody's not using your body incorrectly. Let's focus on that. Let's focus on that.
When you're trying to get a point across. It matters when you're trying to get a point across. Some people need correction.
For future references, you just make sure you're not using your body or people are not using your body incorrectly. You are a boy, Damon.
That has nothing to do with the subject matter, Rooster.
No, I don't care what subject.
On this rampage of sexual deviances. That's
I'm talking about your life, boo boo. Clock that T. I'm talking about your life, boo boo. Clock that T. I'm talking about your life, boo boo. Clock that T now. Clock it, baby. No, back up, Crawford. Back up.
Sound like you used to speaking that way.
No.
Speaking that way. That's what it sounds like.
I'm talking about your life, boo boo, because you attacked me as soon as I said something about a certain thing.
No, it wasn't even an attack, to be honest with you.
He said, yeah, what? As soon as he seen Ruth to pop up in the building, I ain't said too much or nothing. Yeah, what? He said, ooh, we finna have some fun. He said, ooh, we finna have some fun.
I wouldn't have spoke.
We finna have some fun. Yeah, now, why he the only man? If you was a man and you understand that you're a man, why you the only one arguing? The rest of the men ain't saying nothing. Are you trying to defend your pride? If you are trying to defend your pride,
it was really all about you using the incorrect term. But I know you're not going to pay attention to that.
It don't matter. It's called a Southern dialect and diction. We don't speak proper English. It's broken language. It's due to my region, bro. What is you talking about? It ain't shit that you can come up with that I don't know nothing about.
Don't blame this on the environment. Mississippi got
No.
Don't act like y'all got a different Webster. Okay. We all got the same Webster. We all got Google. So don't blame it on the environment.
Yeah. You the perfect guy to know about Webster. Is that the guy that bothered you with them glizzards? Did he touch you? You know about Webster. Did he touch you in the wrong way? Because evidently you offended. Did Webster do something to you, boy? Did Webster do something to you? Is that his name?
It goes back to.
Did Webster do something to you?
On the subject.
All right, man. Look, I'm finna go mute. Hey, I'm finna go mute. I ain't finna talk to this fairy right here. Boy, gotta sleep with one eye open around you, boy. Shit. Don't get no Airbnb with this nigga. Go ahead. You mad?
Wrap it up anyway. What do y'all take away from this? Goddamn, I'm afraid to ask y'all. What do y'all take away from this show, man?
JP is a wild man, but he ain't as wrong as people think. Just gotta hear through. You got to hear through the JP. You gotta hear through the JP. Sometimes he be making sense, even through the ignorance. I learned, I bit, but I knew that already. And niggas get distracted easy, and we need to stop blaming everybody else for our shortcomings.
Right.
And Rooster a wild boy. I learned that too tonight. Rooster a wild boy. That's what I learned. That nigga said it. Blizzies.
Yeah.
Big, you quiet.
And I want to go ahead and shout out I think we checked out the super chats. I'm about to play the super chat music, and then we about to play that we got that Vic track. We got a track by Vic. We about to play.
Oh shit.
Usher us on out of here. You know what I'm saying? First, let's play the money song.
The money counting thing. Money counting thing. Money counting thing. Money counting thing. It's something. Money counting thing. Money counting thing. Money counting thing. Money counting thing. It's something.
We about to get on up out of here. Take us away, Vic.
All right. I got you, boy. I'm gonna get a little song to Saucy Santana before I his little brother, Saucy Santana, little brother. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Humpty Dumpty fell off the wall. All the king horses and all the strong men had to pick this big man up again. Oh, Humpty Dumpty, oh, big man, oh, big man, can't put you together. Ice cream sandwiches can't keep you out the weather. Every time the ice cream truck pull up at the park, oh, little Humpty Dumpty, baby, big man had to fall. Boy, look, I'm gonna leave you alone. I gotta go smoke me a Black and Mild, man. I can't. I'm just messing with you now. Hey, look, let you see.
What the hell? 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 I know I your present. Diamonds on spaghetti. Come outside with that soft spaghetti. Bad hoes in the telly. What the hell? I know I your present. Diamonds on spaghetti. Come outside with that soft spaghetti. Bad hoes in the telly. What the hell? 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 I know I your present. Diamonds on spaghetti. Come outside with that soft spaghetti. Bad hoes in the telly. What the hell? I know I your present. Diamonds on spaghetti. Come outside with that soft spaghetti. Bad hoes in the telly. What the hell? 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 I know I your present. Diamonds on spaghetti. Come outside with that soft spaghetti. Bad hoes in the telly. What the hell? I know I your present. Diamonds on spaghetti. Come outside with that soft spaghetti. Bad hoes in the telly. What the hell? 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 I know I your present. Diamonds on spaghetti. Come outside with that soft spaghetti. Bad hoes in the telly. What the hell? I know I your present. Diamonds on spaghetti. Come outside with that soft spaghetti. Bad hoes in the telly. What the hell? I know I your present. Diamonds on spaghetti. Come outside with that soft spaghetti. Bad hoes in the telly. What the hell? I know I your present. Diamonds on spaghetti. Come outside with that soft spaghetti. Bad hoes in the telly. What the hell? 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 I know I your present. Diamonds on spaghetti. Come outside with that soft spaghetti. Bad hoes in the telly. What the hell? I know I your present. Diamonds on spaghetti. Come outside with that soft spaghetti. Bad hoes in the telly. What the hell? 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 I know I your
What happened out there? What can I say? The kid needs a little guidance, a little supervision.
Duct.
Real bad man.